Did I forget anyone? No, I didn't.
Keo.
Hmm?
The fattest Glock.
Did he change his name again?
Yeah,
Did he change
Keo.
it back?
That's me.
Oh my god.
Anyways, are you guys ready?
Yes,
Yes.
Mom.
What's up? What's happening?
I fucking hate Keo, guys. Jives.
Jive.
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm just
know.
like on speaker because I can't find my headphones.
No, you're good.
Honestly, it doesn't sound too bad for speakerphone.
Is it speakerphone or speaker?
Because I'm using my phone instead of my laptop.
Okay. But anyways, I will begin. Last time we were playing D&D, you guys were all confronted. I was gonna say encountered, but no, that doesn't work. You were all confronted by a man that you saw on the road last time with a scar down his face, and he claimed to be a mercenary of sorts by the name of Sline that worked for the Blackwood family trying to find a certain individual named Drake. He continued to question him. You guys continued to berate and just annoy him to the point that he was eventually just like, all right, whatever, I'm not getting anything here. And he eventually left. Upon being teleported to the room where he questions you guys, Galax was also confronted by a strange elfin man of sorts, where he inspected the shield and said that in 4 days he'll come back and he will find you and tell you more about the shield. But other than that, you guys decided to go and search around for maybe possibly any supplies, and you also went and back to the inn and started to rest, where Rosalind, Gabriella, and Snow all decided to case the auction house for tomorrow.
Ladies' night.
Ladies' night without Hana. No Hana here.
Okay, she's like a little beast creature, honestly. Let's be real.
She's like a fiend, or she's there. Anyways, you guys went and cased the joint. Upon entering, you sorry, backtrack a little bit. You, Gabriella and Rosalind were able to distract the guards and allow Snow to enter the building of the auction house. And upon entering the backstage area, you found out where all of those things are being stored, where you found a dog of weird sorts. It looks like it has some tentacles coming off of it. It looked like it had some weird stuff going on with it. You found a cage of quasits and a caged tiger. You found the box that the syringe is supposed to be in, the third one or fourth one down. I think it was third one, though. Down from the entrance. And you also took a multitude of the potions that were there. Upon leaving, you were encountered by a guy named Flem, who very precariously never looked at you in the eyes, and his eyes himself were very milky white. And he said that he said that he's been trying to break into the auction for years now, and he was confused as to how you were able to do it just so easily. And so upon asking a bunch of questions, he then proceeded to the back of the storage house, and then you left. Then the next day, actually no, wait, Gabriella, before the next day came, Gabriella was able to talk to a couple individuals. She talked to a mysterious man with green hair, and by the name of Carl.
Carl, that kills people!
And you also went down into the sewers to talk to some interesting figures down there by the name of Fusipians, which look much alike rat folk. And then you guys all cashed in for the night, and you guys woke up to the sound of the town criers saying that the auction had been robbed in some capacity, but they didn't really describe in full detail of the robbery. And then as you guys went to the auction house to get in line, you were then put into the queue, and two people showed up behind you with very, very familiar voices. And that's where we left off. And they were all just saying, I hope this goes well for the sake of all of us involved. So, Is there anything you guys wish to say to these men here?
I mean, I told them last time. I was like, I want to talk. So.
All right. Which one are you talking to specifically? The one on the left or the right? When you turn around. Or are you just talking
one
to
of them? Isn't one of them Trigger, or is this different?
They're hooded. They're hooded and they have their hoods like over their faces.
But I thought the voice we could recognize.
The voice
was...
you could recognize, and you assume that it's Trigger, but you can't see the face, so you can't make it out for sure.
Because last time I said Trigger, we have to talk, and he's like, "Oh, we will after the job."
Oh,
so I already told
okay.
him.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's been a week. It's
been a week.
I've been out of it.
But what
this
you're
whole
saying
week.
is we should do more of these sessions often.
I mean, scheduling. Anyways, moving on now. Moving on now. But yes, is there anything you guys want to do before you get to the guards that are checking rings?
I want to sleight of hand one of my daggers into my boot.
I would like to acknowledge the ogre that's in the room.
That's just Bill. He's here on. He's just an intern.
He's on vacation, you know, medical leave and stuff, whatnot. But all right, go ahead and roll me.
Like, hide it.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check to hide your dagger in your boot without the guards
Sweet.
noticing.
All right.
Where's
Come
my
on, baby.
I've been rolling like
Okay.
shit the past few sessions, so I hope you guys
Nat
know
one?
that. Nat 1. Well, okay.
Way to start it off, buddy.
But with a +5, so not
So 6.
one. Yeah.
All right. Well, the lowest was a 7.
21.
So, as you take the dagger out of your side and you start slipping it into the bottom of your dude, my words are just gone today.
Let's
the bottom
go.
of your shoe, one of the guards stops you and grabs your hand and says, "Miss, we're gonna have to confiscate that."
This whole thing, no, it's completely harmless. It just looks like a dagger.
He sits there and grabs your arm. He says, "Please, don't take me for a fool now."
Well, then you should have not been a fool in the first place. Here you go.
He takes the dagger and he puts it in his pocket. You can have it at the end of the festivities. Anyways, please show us the rings, so you may continue onward.
I flip both my fingers and then put it on my middle. Oh yeah?
Oh, mine's already been on my middle, so I'm like...
Yeah.
All right. They check all the rings. They're like, everything's in line here. Go up to the next tier, and they will take your weaponry, and then we will continue you on into the auction house. Yes. Galax.
Mr. DM, is Bobby... I have Bobby, right?
Yes, you had Bobby.
Okay, just wanted to be sure that Bobby is still around.
Bobby
okay.
get a clearance check, but not my dagger.
Bobby's an animal.
Exactly.
You leave Bobby alone.
You leave him alone. He's a
Flippin'
good
Satan
black.
wants a dagger with like
He's a good
eyeballs,
black.
like staring at.
We get to the second tier. Could I try to hide my dagger?
It's an animal.
Please.
You're trying to hide your other dagger now? Oh no.
Yes.
Okay.
You're hiding your second dagger?
Yes.
Roll me stealth.
Hey, come on,
How?
baby. Don't do this to me.
2.
Oh God, why? Why? That's an 11 with my +5.
They rolled 2 13s and a 19. So, once again, as you're taking another dagger out and starting to slip it into the sole of your shoe again, the same guard looks back and sees you, and he just slowly puts his spear out and, like, knocks your hand away, and then he puts his other hand forward. He
This
takes
one's
it,
not even the good one.
he takes it and goes, "Good or not, we can't have any, brawls starting out in the festival." And he puts it in his pouch on the side
Yes,
of his
then you might as well cut off everyone's hands then.
Bobby
And-
just lets out a massive
And
roar
he
at
just
this point.
slowly motions his spear up the stairs. Continue along in
That's
great.
very pointy.
And he puts it down. And then as you guys are approaching up these tiered steps to the top in a very ziggurat fashion, you guys get to the, the next set of guards who are having chests and boxes wheeled in front of them
My
in
daggers.
order to confiscate all the items and weapons that they are getting. And they stop you at the doors and they go, we would like to officially pat you down and make sure you have no weaponry on you before you enter the building, please.
Oh no, mine have already been taken.
He
I
looks
have an
around. He's like,
important question.
yes.
Do I still have all the potions that I stole on me?
Yeah.
Yep.
You would have it
Oh,
on your
yeah.
backpack or something. Yes.
So you got a silver, a purple. Did I tell? Do we know? Did she?
I
figure
have
out-
I
no
told her
idea.
two. I told her 2 standard potions, a silver potion, a yellow potion, and then the purple one, right?
Let's mix them all
So
together.
we
and
got-
call 'em.
Do you want to DM it to me, Kyo?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's probably easier.
All right. So
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I had them on me and that,
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
might need to come up with an explanation. I need to be
What?
prepared.
I mean, they're not like exceedingly rare. Like they're not unique potions, you know. So they're
Yeah, but I might have the exact number and specific ones that were particularly stolen. That might be a little bit
Fair.
suspicious.
fair. I can see where the suspicion might arise. Anyways, as you guys reach the top of the stairs, they stop you and they say, "We must confiscate any weapons and utilities
that's
that you might
everything.
have that might cause a disaster at the auction. So if you guys could please step over to the side while we pat you down, that'd be greatly appreciated."
God, all these protocols are absolutely dreadful.
And
Question though, if I give you my set of arrows, can I still keep the bow?
he looks at you. No, we have had multiple people who are very good at, let's say, hiding the bow as a wire to cut things with. So sorry, we're gonna have to confiscate all that as well.
I'm
Okay,
gonna walk
well-
up. Oh, sorry. Go. Good.
Could you at least put all my things together? Because the first guard
We
took
will
my
put
first
the
two
whole
daggers.
group's things together. Don't worry,
Thank
madame.
you. It's madame.
I'm
Do
gonna
they
walk
find-
up and
A ticket or something to get these back to make sure that they're the exact things that we are
We
giving
mark
you?
the crate with a certain symbol based off of who enters at what time. You guys will be number 65. So if you guys are okay with just remembering that number,
4 away.
Yeah, I know.
Can I add a +4 to that? I don't know how.
Can we wait?
Opportunity.
Can we wait for
Inspiration
4
time.
Can we
others
let
to come
4
in?
people go in front of us?
Oh my god, now I hate it here.
Please.
I'd like to invoke a right to wait for 4 more people to go in front of me. Misty
I'm
can go
gonna
in front of
walk
me.
up. I'm gonna walk up to the guard and kind of tug on whatever hanging piece of clothing he has, and with a just stare at him a little and pull out both daggers, hand it to him, unhook my crossbow from around my shoulder, give it to him, pull out my serpentine dagger, and
Oh, so this she
pull out my
understands.
gun and spin it, and then like do a spin to where the handle turns around, and then give it to him too.
as
Where are you holding all of this?
I have a holster.
as the assistant is like grabbing all of
My 2
this,
daggers are
the
on
assistant
my.
looks at you and then he points to the back just to make sure that he can check your backpack real quick as well.
I'll turn around. I'm not even gonna open it up. I'm just gonna turn around and like let him do it.
All right, sounds good. He opens up your
Kind of
backpack
rotten.
and he takes anything that could be thought of as harmful or in any way detrimental to the situation. So ropes he takes, oil, tinder boxes for setting fires, just anything that could bring some kind of
Rations
harm. No, the
for
rations,
choking
the
crowbar.
rations he leaves, and he also
Crowbar, hammer,
takes the
piton.
crowbar, the hammer, the piton. Yes, he'll take that.
torch, water skin.
Torch,
Water
torch will be taken. The water skin won't.
Okay. Can I keep
Drown
my
some.
crow's crown?
You can keep your crow's crown, yes. So he takes all of that and he puts it in the chest labeled 65 plus 4. And he turns to the other ones and he starts patting down Gabriella and he takes all the arrows and the bow and he's like puts it in the chest. He's like, if you guys
Alphabetical order, please.
if you guys wish to acquire this sooner, it will be in the storage room. You would just have to go through the back and exit through there. There's an entrance to the back up top. So if you guys wish to go through those stairs, through the door, and then there'll be like a little walkway down, you can exit without causing a fuss. And we won't really cause too much ourselves. We will have guards posted that will be asking for your numbers. But other than that, should be smooth sailing.
No,
Did they find
excuse me.
my boot dagger?
Go ahead and roll me stealth.
stealth.
A lot of stealth
Oh.
here because it's in your
Oh.
boot. It's not sleight of hand. It'd be sleight of foot.
Sleight of foot.
But if she's a cat, so like it's all foot.
It's
Okay.
all it's all foot.
all
Are
paw.
have you guys seen that post? Are these wrists or ankles?
I think it's a +8, but I just went down.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, my sleight of hand and my stealth are the exact same, so.
All right. What did
that
you
would
roll?
be a 21.
All right.
21.
As they're patting down, they're like sliding their hands around the shoes, and then they notice a little bump, and they look up. They're like, "Oh man."
I kind of wince a little bit, and I go, "Oh, sorry."
She doesn't like being touched. She's very particular.
Man, this is some
He,
now
he,
you
he looks up and he's like, how'd you get this bruise there, ma'am?
I fell. I like doing parkour, so it was a bad experience going around. You know, jumping from rooftops and over railings and.
This is my YouTube video.
She said, "Watch this," and then she fell.
You know, I'm a content creator, so you know, I was just trying something new.
Quirky.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
He looks
Smash
at you.
that like button.
He looks at you. He
Like
goes,
I smashed
"All
my
right, sounds good. You're in the clear. You're free to go then." And he just continues on to the next people. Is there anything that you guys are trying to smuggle in, Galax and Rosalind?
I'll talk to Rosalind and Celestia. I was like, note to self, boot dagger.
Is that what you tried already?
Hey, all of my characters have a boot dagger. You know, it's just something.
I never leave home without my boot daggers.
I think
Exactly.
all of my stuff is too big for me to hide.
All right. So as they go, they take away all the cudgels
I
and
don't
stuff
know
as
how
well.
big like a quarterstaff is, but I assume it's too big for me to hide.
A quarterstaff
It's-
is pretty large.
Yeah.
It's pretty large.
Yeah, I'm like,
You could-
I have
you
a
could maybe-
quarterstaff and a shield, so
You
I'm
could
like,
maybe try to double it as like a walking stick if you want to act like you have a limp, like a club foot or something like that. But that's about
I
it.
suddenly break my leg.
Oh
the
no! Thank God I have
You have
this
a club foot. Why am I
walking
not invited
stick.
to the club?
Oh my gosh! All right, so as they confiscate all your weapons and items, they allow entry into the auction house, and they open it up, and you see a vast array of different characters. You see a couple of people with large tricorn hats on, and it looks like a couple of hooks on their hand, and some scimitars, or at least sheets of where scimitars would be. You also see a couple people that are dressed in robes with a little bit of like priestly attire. You see kings and queens and dukes of the land just all filled into this one room, and you can tell that it's really tense situation that you can kind of just cut with a knife. It feels like all
I
around you is
had
this
one.
pressure. If only I had one. But this pressure around of people just gritting their teeth and smiling, trying to get through the auction without having to start an all-out riot in the streets. Galax, did you have something you wanted to ask?
Yeah, what's happening with my shield?
With your shield, they allow shields into here because it
Oh,
is
so
technically
I
a
get to
defense
keep mine?
instrument. Yeah, you can keep
Okay.
yours. Because
yay!
if you're using a shield to hit somebody, it might as well be the same as, you know, punching.
Punch
It's a
me.
brig main
Okay, no, I just wanted to
festival.
ask because obviously you know mine can't.
Yeah.
If I take it off, because
Yeah.
yeah.
They allow shields in here.
It's a
Um,
brig main festival.
Can I kind of look around for an apparel shop or a stall of sorts? I'm looking for a cloak. I'd like something to kind of cover me up and
You have a cloak. Like, you start with a cloak, I'm pretty sure.
oh,
So.
okay. Well
And,
then,
and if you don't, then I'll just say you guys start with a cloak.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like a
Plot
fancy,
armor.
a nice cloak.
Okay. Well,
I have
you're
a
already
bit
in
of
the auction
spending
house, so
money.
there's no shops in the auction house.
Oh, heck. Well, we're in the auction house. Is there an auction? There's like the auction. Like, is there?
Yeah,
stalls
there's an auction
outside
in the
shop
auction house.
and, like other stuff.
Is there an
like,
auction for the auction?
So
in
the auction house
shop?
is an area much that looks a lot like a kind of like a Broadway stage. So it's really just the entryway with red like carpet and felt lining the whole thing and gold trim everywhere. But there's no
So we have
stalls
to wait for
purchase.
them
So it's like an
Present
auditorium,
It
basically.
is very much an auditorium, yes.
Okay.
And we have
Are
to wait
we-
for them to present stuff.
Yes, you have to wait. That's how an auction works, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna nudge Galax and kind of hold open my robe just a little bit and nudge at him and sorry, this way, and I'm gonna put my hand on my holster and go and wink at him, and poof, my pistol's gonna appear.
As you try to call your pistol, for some reason it doesn't appear.
I try my
I'm gonna-
scimitar. Does it
I'm
not
gonna
appear
look.
again?
The scimitar doesn't appear either.
I'm gonna look down and be like, "Is that trick not working, little one?" Because obviously I've seen him do it a number of times. Her do it a number of times. Is it not
Well, this is
working?
awkward.
My hand.
This is awkward. This never happened before.
It's working.
Just to be clear, talking to party, are we still going with the plan that me and Hana are bodyguards for you two?
Yes,
Okay.
you guys are escorting the lovely Gabriella Blackwood and her cohort,
Okay,
I'm
just
sorry,
checking.
what was your name?
Gabriella Blackwood.
We need a counter, chat. We need a counter. How many times Flip says it?
I am Gabriella Blackwood.
Can
know that name.
Entire
I think
first
everyone
episode.
knows that name.
Gabriella Bluff. Literally the entire first episode.
Oh my gosh.
Can I? Did we get like a pamphlet of like the auction items in order at
The
all? Or...
pamphlets will be in the seating area. It won't be out in the
What is
open
the
start.
order?
You guys aren't in the seating area yet.
I will
Can we go to
sit
the
down.
city?
Yes.
Do we have
So-
like assigned seats or no?
No, you don't have assigned seats. It's an open seating arrangement. That
Cool kids at
way,
the back. Cool kids at the back.
that way everybody can
Okay.
kind of sit where they want without having to like have too much tension with the person right next to them. So,
I will position nearest to the exit.
The bodyguard.
position nearest
I mean,
to the
30
exit. That way, when
furthest
shit
away.
goes down, I'm out.
I can also prevent from getting in. Okay.
So,
If something bad happens, I can prevent them from leaving.
as you
At the
guys go towards the door leading to the seating area, you get stopped by a man. He just kind of puts his arm out, and as he lowers his hand a little bit, you start to notice a very distinct hook on it, and he goes, "Haven't seen you guys around here. How are y'all doing today?" And you see his tricorn hat, and it's a man with a very Weasley smile and a long mustache. He just
Right.
goes, How long you guys been in town?"
I don't think this is quite your business.
He looks around, he's like, "Oh, trust me. I can make it my business."
Well, that sounds rather invasive.
Nah, I don't think you should.
And all you hear is a little whistle through the crowd, and all of a sudden there's a couple more men that show up. He's like, "I don't think you should make it your
you
business."
want to play this game? Why are you in town?
He looks at you, he's like, "Well, I'm at why I'm in town. Nice place.
We're
Can't
also
get in
at
trouble
why
too
we're in
much.
town.
And on top of that, I heard there's some goodies for sale or procurement."
You could
When
visit a
I-
Ghost Scout
Really?
and get the same thing.
As
When-
he sits there for a few seconds, you guys can slowly see his like head lift up into the light, and you see a very like it's a middle-aged man that is a human, and he's just sitting there. He has very long flowing dark hair, and he has a very dark leather pirate's coat around him, and he just goes, "Have you ever been to the coast, my friends?"
Do I
Maybe.
see this happening
not.
as I sit in the back?
You would see it happening, yes.
Do I have some weird tinglies? when I see this?
Roll for
That's something only
tingly
you can answer.
sensation.
Can I?
You can recognize the voice, but the guy doesn't seem familiar. The physical attributes of the guy doesn't seem familiar.
He's not the one.
He's not the one.
Who are you, sir? I guess an introduction is rather needed at this point.
Oh, of course,
have
my
my-
lady. What did you say your name was earlier?
Gabriella Blackwood.
Yes. You can call me Chuck. Or,
That doesn't sound like your actual name.
why do you guys keep saying it doesn't sound like their actual names?
Oh,
Because
like Chucky.
it's-
We want to call you Chucky. I think that's a good name.
Lucky wanna play?
Yes, I like Chucky. That means I can chuck him out the window.
He looks at you guys and he goes, Well, I go by many names. They call me the Serpent of the Sea. You know,
Ew.
No, I like Chucky.
he's like,
I pull up I pull
Chucky's
up a
fair
chair
enough.
so I can sit down, like with my hands like over each other and cross my legs. Now,
Maybe
Chucky.
you've heard about Chucky. It might be a little cursed doll. Are you like that?
he looks at you, he's like, cursed dolls, cursed men, cursed women, cursed spirits. They
the
all
origin
kind of the
story.
same.
Looking around, do I see anyone that is of relative same height to me?
You don't see anybody that relative. You see a few doors milling about in the auditorium. You also see like one or two halflings, but you don't see anybody like quite exactly the same. You see some shorter, some slightly taller.
I'm gonna kind of look around and gauge, and what would be... Would I think a halfling would be closer to my size?
Probably a
Or a
dwarf would be
dwarf.
closer to
Dwarf.
your size,
Okay.
yes.
I'll do I'll just kind of gauge the room of some features of some of these dwarves, and noticing this figure talking to my friends, I am going to disguise self as a kind of slobbery, bumbling looking, maybe had one too many tankards before coming to into
Bungo?
stains on some of my shirt. You know, just
All
a
right.
very passable looking person. You
All
would
right,
not
sounds good.
notice for them.
Sounds
Maybe this
good.
is Bungo, 100%.
I kind of
Hold on one
mutter
second.
something under my breath into my my coat, and as I kind of pull the coat over me and do my was it semantic or whatever?
Somatic.
Somatic. Yeah.
It's
I'll,
semantics, bro.
Semantics.
I'll
It's semantics.
I'll as the cover pulls back, I'll kind of then be a different person. So.
All right.
Like a magic trick, like whoosh.
One guard, as you're doing this, walks up to you and they go, "Now it's not really against our rules, but just know that if we start seeing any spells of the like that might cause more trouble, we might have to evict you from the premises."
And I just kind of, oh yes, just turning back into my normal self. Sorry.
He goes, "Very well. Enjoy the auction, Sir Dwarf.
Thank you.
I appreciate your cooperation with us. It's
Yes.
Get this
Much
one a
yes,
lozenge.
get him a lozenge.
Give him a freaking lozenge this
Here,
tour.
ale will do. Ale will do.
So as the pirate is sitting there talking to you guys, he goes, "So, any particular items you're looking for today? Maybe
Of
we
course.
could
It's an auction. You go here for specific items.
maybe
don't
we
you?
could hit up a little bit of a symbiotic deal here."
I'm listening. But first, a drink, shall we?
They took my drinks, thank you.
Well, they have to have some drink somewhere. Shall we go explore?
The auction does not offer drinks here. I don't know
This
if
is
you
an
understand.
awful auction.
The point of this auction is for it to be as secure as possible, and alcohol could catch fire.
Well, then they should not use fire in here.
They don't, but other people might.
Fair enough.
And he looks back, he's like, "So, continuing on, what is it that you guys are looking for?"
Why don't you go first?
He looks around, he's like, "There's a little plot of land, far away from the coast."
Oh god, this is a story. I whispered to her in Celestial.
He goes, "It's in the capital city of Prisia. Think it'd be a nice place for me and my boys to set up shop if we're to be chased.
You're
for
headed
a
to
while."
Parisia.
I'm not headed there now. I'm just saying it's nice to have a little hideout.
Fair,
Can I-
but had I need a favor at some point, this relationship could be more symbiotic more than you think.
He's like, "That'll be to be determined. But
Yes, it shall.
let's start with the auction here. You scratch my back and I scratch yours."
Funny thing about my back.
So the only thing I ask of you guys is that no matter what the first or second bid is, wherever you guys want to put your numbers in, outbid it. 100%. Double their money. We'll take it from there.
And what do we owe you in return?
You owe me nothing. I'll take it from there. Like I said, I just want you to outbid it. Then, to repay the favor, whatever you guys are looking for, I'll follow the rules for your auction.
Very well.
You said it's pretty busy inside, right?
Yeah, it's pretty busy inside. There's a lot of people milling about, making different murmuring noises to each other, having casual talk, and speaking about their different realms of work.
Can we roll an insight check as well? Sorry. real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I? I'd like to stealth the insight if I can as well. Like maybe just kind
What are
of
you guys
walk
looking for?
around. I personally
Seeing-
am listening
I'm-
for anything like of use, and hopefully also trying to find like any rooms that appear that would be off limits, or things that I can't go to.
All right.
Kind
What
of
about you
walking
two?
around.
I just want to see if he's lying, if he's holding, if he's like being truthful or not.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Sweet.
Yes.
So what do I? what do I
That's a
roll?
16.
I got a 17 plus 6.
Nice. 23. Let's go.
You go ahead and roll. If you're looking for off-limits rooms, it would be perceptions. So go ahead and roll perception for me, Hana.
Yeah.
So as you say that, you kind of detect an inherent lying tone, but he's been giving that same tone throughout the whole conversation. So you can just assume that from his line of work that maybe this tone is just a very common thing and he's made it part of his dialect. But he's very unchanged in every body language or image. It seems that he's telling the truth to the best of his abilities in his line of work can.
Okay. I'm gonna let
16.
Gabriella know in Celestial. Like, under
Cut to
my
the-
breath.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's cut to the chase, darling.
Yes.
I don't trust you. I barely know you. But
Understandable.
in your line of work, I'm assuming you know very well the same rules apply.
Trust gets you little of import in my line of business.
I want to know why, out of everyone in this auction house, you seem to pull us out.
I saw you walk in with a little girl of sorts.
And what is your interest with this girl?
I may have seen a few of them in the past. But,
You mean fairies?
yes. There's something that I'm not proud of. A crew that I used to be a part of did some unsavory things, so to say. And I would like to right a lot of wrongs made in those days. So I figured that this might be the end. Kill two birds with one stone, so to say.
I whisper
Right,
to
not fix
Rustlin
wrong.
in Celestial. It's like, what do you think?
Are you trying to tell if he's lying again?
Oh, well, I was just gonna. But yeah, I'll roll
I
it again.
can, sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys were trying to tell if he was lying or what.
Oh, I'm just getting her actual opinion on it. But
Okay.
you know, since the offer's on the table, I'll go. I'll roll again.
Nope, didn't do well that time.
14.
Same tone and inflection. Seems honest to all that you can determine from it.
Yeah, this deception's at 9.
Let's say if we help you and you help us, will you also give us information on that crew?
Of course. I'm not like one to really sell out much. Any other pirate under the sun would be off limits, but this one in particular took a lot from me. And I think it's about time he saw justice for his matters.
A pirate with a sense of justice. Well, now I've seen it all.
I never said that I had a sense of justice. I'm just saying that even his actions seem a little far gone for the group of pirates that we run with.
Fair enough. Well,
But,
then, Pirate Chucky was it?
Chuck.
Go.
Yes.
Woodchuck. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
If a woodchuck could chuck it.
Have I found anything?
What did you roll?
16.
Yes, we got him.
You rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Alright, as you scan the auditorium, you can see multiple balconies along the sides where it looks like the higher up people, the kings and queens, have to stand and sit in order to partake in the auction just so they can prevent any assassinations. Then, as you look down at the stage itself, you see multiple lines of guards at the rise to the actual platform of the stage. And then as you look around to the right, you can see a small door that is labeled, you know, with like a chest on the door. And then to the left behind the curtains, you can see a door with like an exit sign on it.
Okay. I'm gonna keep mingling in the crowd, trying to listen for any information that might be of use to me that just might tickle my fancy.
Alright. You're looking for, like, conversations?
Yeah, conversations, any hot goss, any spicy combos, you know.
Hot goss? No. Never call that again, please.
Other than the conversation that your compatriots are having at the entrance, you can't really see anybody talking about stuff. It's mostly just people catching up and telling each other about the year that has passed since the last auction, since they've seen each other. It seems like a lot of people come here not only to partake in the auction, but also to, like, be a part of the culture that is the auction. And so it's a very relatable moment for a lot of the people here. Is there anything specific you want to look for? You seem like you're wanting something here.
No, I'm not gonna steal. It's okay. It's probably a bad idea.
I mean, you can try, but there's a lot of people.
Are there any low-hanging fruits? Are there anybody's coin
There's multiple people
pouches
that have coin pouches on them.
that might look a little bit easier to snatch?
There's a few people in the corner talking that you could maybe walk up to and snatch if you were to do it correctly, but doing it wrong might present some troubles.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold my horses.
It was fun stealing up the rogue, wasn't it?
Yeah,
With the +8.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I have disadvantage, so I'm just gonna...
You can always just take your armor off. I mean,
Never.
never.
I am
Nope.
exposed.
All right,
Yeah.
so anyway, back to the pirate. I got distracted. What were we talking about?
Yes, no, you were... Yes. You were talking about a deal. And also talking about a woodchuck. But I believe you were distracted about it.
He looks at you, Rosalind and Gabriella. He goes, "I've heard that one before. Yes, it's a good one. It's a good one." And he kind of like looks off for a little bit, like he's contemplating something out of his past for some reason. And then he looks back to you. He's like, "So, as for the other part of this deal, what are we to do for you, me and my crewmates, for today?"
We are after a syringe. There's a syringe here that contains this purple residue.
Yes.
We need it for a job. Simple as that.
What's in the syringe?
I don't ask my clients questions. I just get what they want.
You should know that if you've taken on contracts as well.
Yes.
He says,
Client
"Miss,
contractor privilege.
Miss, I am a pirate. I do not really take on contracts.
I'm sure you have dealt
Contracts are
with under
set
the
out
table
for me.
business, though.
Contracts are set out on the table for me."
Well, you know about under the table how it needs to be kept hush hush, I'm sure.
All right.
This is also very hush hush.
As we
Okay.
are talking about it out loud. But yes.
So what in specific am I supposed to do, me and my cronies?
Well, if we could procure that with minimum, let's say, trouble, I don't want any other people procuring it before we can. If you could afford us this, then we'll scratch that back that we were talking about.
He looks at you, he's like, we still have the matter of the property that we want to buy. What
Very
if it's
true.
out of our price range?
What will you have us do then?
Oh no, poor
I don't
boy.
think it's more like what would you have you do. It's
What
would
do you know
have
about the
us
property
do.
so far?
What was that?
What do you know about the property so far?
Yes, is it a tourist destination? Is there
No,
a
our
2,400
property
square
we
feet?
know that we can get. I'm talking about your syringe.
The syringe should be easy. It's a syringe. How do you think?
Mysterious syringe, popping up with the mark of a city long past. Strange fluid in it. A lot of collectors at this auction. A lot of wanting eyes.
What if you
Okay.
start spreading a rumor that it might be fake? That would drop
Trust
down
me.
the bidders.
Trust me, if a item was to be fake in this auction, then nobody would show up. I can guarantee you that everybody knows full and well that it's authentic.
Then here's something your cronies can do for me. Find the people who are interested,
All right,
and I'll handle the rest.
just find the ones interested in it.
Find the ones interested. Find the ones who are all bidding on it, and I will leave my friend over there as I like kind of nod to Galax. I'll let him take care of it.
I just cross my arms like this and nod.
What's your name? Your meat pile?
Fuck you.
It's fuck you, Blackwood.
I'm just gonna sort of just look at him and just go. I am gonna say that, by the way. I'm not stepping down from that. I'm gonna say that and then go. I'm just the bodyguard here. You don't need to know my name.
He looks you up and down. He's like, I had a couple of you kind on a ship once. Right, good fellows. Strong, hardy. Complained a lot.
Aww.
And he looks back, he's like, so all I have to do is find the so-called collectors.
Well, if you were to, let's say, prevent them from entering the auction around the convenient time of when the item's being bidded on, that wouldn't be a bad idea as well. It could perhaps sweeten the deal and allow us to help you get that land you so require.
And what about the crowns up top there? And he motions to the balconies that are where they're seating the royalty.
Right, them. I didn't think about it. I tend not to.
We are royalty, right, Miss Blackwood? So we should be
Uh,
up there.
I literally just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, yes. Yes, we are.
Ew.
Or
I'm gonna look at
should
the
we
pirate
say-
and I'm gonna go.
princess.
I'm gonna look at the pirate and sort of go. We'll handle the people up in the royalty bit because we should be able to get up there.
You see him
Well,
take a
we
couple.
are royalty after all, and I'm gonna like bow towards Blackwood.
You see him take a couple steps towards you, and he's like chest to chest with you, but obviously he's much shorter, and he looks up, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, he goes, good man, and he slaps it as hard as he can, and he's like, I'll be counting on you guys to hold up your end of the deal. After all, that's your product you're looking for.
Yes.
As he turns away, I'm gonna go, no worries, and like slap him back on the shoulder twice as hard.
You see him like
But not
kind of
only slap,
crumple.
like I'm gonna like grip it as well. You know when you grab the shoulder and like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You see him crumple a little bit, he goes, Expect no less. And he like takes your hand off of his shoulder. He just goes, have a good auction, fellow.
What about the
Buyers.
pirate shake? As I can't put up my hand out.
You see him bring out his hook, and he like slowly puts it in your hand, and he like twists it around. Like, there's no such thing as a pirate shake.
Well, then I was lied to, okay? My father was an asshole.
He's like, oh yes.
Damn.
You were lied to quite often. Seeing as how we don't have hands, typically at least one gone, it's kind of
Well,
hard
don't
to
you have an
make a
attachment?
handshake.
Can't you just unscrew, like, another one?
He's like, it's a hook.
Do you not have an all-purpose hook?
No. It's
Well,
just
damn, I
a
was lied
hook.
to again!
Just a hook.
Honestly, screw my father.
Weird question, Mr. DM, but is he concealing anything in his hook? Like, can I do
Also-
like a check?
How did he pass by security with a hook? It's sharp.
It's not a sharp hook. A hook is not like inherently sharp. It's like a weird like curved and doled out hook.
Oh.
Yeah. It's hooks for pirates are typically meant for grabbing things, not for stabbing someone.
You can stab anyone if you try hard enough, though.
I mean, you can also do that with fingers.
Can I see if he's using it as like a concealed compartment rather than an actual just hook, Mr. DM?
Go ahead and roll me perception.
Can I perceive how stable this building might be?
What the hell?
How stable?
I'm
Bringing it all
wondering
down.
if I do thermotherapy and make tremors and make people think that there's an earthquake, will they be fearful the building will collapse?
Roll me perception? I was gonna say architecture, but I guess it's not a skill.
Roll architecture.
I got 15, by the way.
15? You can't tell that he's concealing anything. It seems
I
like it's
got
on there good
13.
and tight.
It's a
And that
pirate.
it's like
Of course it's
essentially it is there for the intended use of
I got
opening,
a 13,
closing,
but I'm
grasping
so
stuff.
curious.
The building is very structurally sound. It looks like it has very thick
Dang.
walls when you guys are walking in. It had at least six to a foot inch.
I can still
6
make
inches to
people
a foot
panic,
of thickness. So it is a
No.
very soundly constructed building, and you can see like all the frames going up are thick as they can be. Essentially, it's a very
Yeah.
expensive construction and a very well built construction. All right. So is there
But
anything
it's all
else?
wood though.
It's made of wood, stone, some like cobblestone around. The flooring is made of carpet, but it's mostly wood and stone.
Ah, yes, my Minecraft house.
You need some dirt.
Lord.
Dort. So is there anything else you guys want to do before you guys go into the auction house? Yes,
Can we
Galax?
head upstairs to the royal section?
Yes, Galax. Hold on.
On the way, can I listen to see if anyone's talking about the sickle tool? Like, to roll to see if anyone's talking about them?
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Go ahead and roll
the
me
people
perception.
around? Thank you.
So as you guys rise the stairs and you get to the top, there's a guard standing there. He goes, "Oh, what's the business on the second floor, madame?"
I believe there's someone of royal importance that needs to speak with me.
Name the person.
I would like to pop out behind her and be like, she's a princess.
I got 18, by the way.
18. You hear a
Ye-
few people murmuring, like saying, like, "Oh, the sickles are supposed to shoot lightning from it. The sickles are supposed to cause oceans to sway and tsunamis to form." It seems like they're overselling it. It seems like they're very much overselling it and have misheard what they have been told. But there's people talking about it and being like, "Whoa, I need to get that sickle. It would help
Okay.
with this, it would help with that." You can see that people are interested in talking about the sickles, but nobody in particular is like actually like talking about doing anything to the sickles or stealing them or anything like that.
Is there like a group that are like they look intent on just that, or are they talk? Is there like a group that are just talking about just that? Because like you said, they're talking about
the items in general and they're mentioning the sickles, but is there a group that is just intent on?
There's a group of about 5 Ganassi all talking about how they could alter the sickles for their own uses and their own elemental powers, and how they could enhance their daily lives with it. But other than that, there's not like a group talking about it. It's mostly people just like having one-off lines about the inventory at the storehouse.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to see what group it was, so.
Alright, so the group of Ganassi, just before you leave, it's a group of 5 Ganassi. 2 of them are Earth Ganassis, where like they just have very rocky exteriors and stone. 1 is a Fire Ganassi, and the Fire Ganassi has like a weird eye patch over him, and he also seems to have like dock worker garb on, and then the other 2 are Water Ganassi, which are a little more well dressed. They have suits on, and they have like very nice slacks on as well, and the shoes aren't there, but you can tell that the Ganassi just kind of don't like to wear shoes, Water Ganassi in particular, because the shoes just will get wet and kind of soak through.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. Thank you.
All right.
They moist boys.
Oh my god, why?
And then my high school band, the Moist Boys.
What?
I'm still hanging downstairs, right?
Yeah, you're still downstairs at this
Okay.
time. If you were wanting, if you're wanting to
still
confront the
bungle-fied.
pirate that they were talking about, you can definitely confront him at this time. He has walked in by now.
I'm
Wait,
gonna keep an
question.
eye on him and just hang.
Yes, Rosalind.
Did they take my like cook tools?
They did. They
They
will be
can
taking the
without a
frying
weapon.
pan and stuff
Dang
like that.
it!
They will be taking the
lady with a
frying
freaking
pan.
frying pan.
Gosh darn it.
Because the thing is, even if you have the cook stools, you can't have the tinderbox, you can't have cooking oil of any sort, you can't have a frying pan, because it can be a weapon. So,
Did I have? Dang it. So they took like everything from that.
How about the ladle? Can I dome someone with a ladle?
you have a ladle. Congratulations, you found a
Congrats,
spoon.
dude.
You can do a lot with a ladle. I don't know why you underestimated the power of a ladle. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so I'm talking to the guy up here, and it's like,
Yes.
Look, I'm not supposed to be telling you this because it is of major importance, but I work in secret under Lord Collins, and I have some important news to share with the rest of the royalty that is collected here.
Lord Colin?
Lord Collins.
Oh shit. I dropped my D4.
Oh shit.
Right this way, right this way.
Go!
She says she has business with him. You
Don't
see,
keep on waiting. Don't go.
You see the guard lead over, he goes, Marcus? And another like servant kind of pops up, and he's dressed in like this butlerish garb, and you can see that he has a very bluish complexion, and he seems to be scaled in some way, and you would know that this is a Triton. He has very short and well-kept hair up into a bun, and he just goes, yes, sir, and he's like,
Fish out of water.
he goes, go ahead and get Lord Colin, ask him if he's expecting visitors.
He's not supposed to know exactly. Oh, you're not supposed to know exactly, so it's just better this way.
He looks at you like, he goes, it's protocol. And he goes, Marcus, and he shoos him away. And as you guys are sitting there for a few seconds, he goes, so, were you the ones regaling the gods last night?
Oh,
I don't
you
know
heard
what you're
about
talking
the
about.
stories. Maybe.
He,
Did you ever find the tiger?
he looks around, he's like, we might have a tiger here. One for sale.
What color is it though?
White.
Oh, you guys are in trouble maybe, because there's still a loose tiger out on the city.
He responds to Toby.
He looks at you, he's like, I'm sure that we will find it soon enough. And then as you guys are wrapping
You're
up,
really calm for there literally being a tiger unleashed on the
A
city,
giant
sir.
tiger.
he looks around, he's like, I've seen a lot in my time here. Assassination attempts, theft.
Why did
murder.
you start with
It's a
assassination
tiger.
attempt and then went to theft? Hold on. Is that your? It's like you start with thefts and then you move on to the dangerous stuff. Why are you starting with the most dangerous stuff and
he
then
goes-
drop lower?
I prefer to go with the exciting ones first.
You don't sound very
I'm
excited.
gonna point at him and go, I like this one.
Have you ever been there in an assassination attempt? It's not exactly exciting is the word I would use for it.
Then why would you list that as the most exciting?
General populace likes to hear about it.
Wait, God,
Like
are we getting
me.
interviewed?
I mean, I
Okay.
wouldn't call it
I
exciting.
question your
Millions of others
decisions
would.
here,
but yeah.
and maybe your personality flaws.
I have no flaws. Believe it. He looks
I
around
thought-
and he goes, I'm just but a god at the local auction, so to say. That's all you need to know about me.
But the auction's not all the time, so what do you do in your free time?
Guard
Yes,
the
how
rest
do
of
you
the
do-
city.
Okay, but on your days off, like, do you enjoy a smashing game of badminton?
What is that?
Oh,
Oh wow, it's very relaxing.
so long ago, I start like going through this the history of badminton.
As you guys finish up your history of badminton lesson, you see Marcus pass back through the door, and you see him like put
Let
his
me just
hand to him
update
and
my
start
name.
whispering. And as he goes back, he's like, "All right, I need you guys to come with me. We'll go be seeing Lord Colin now."
I just okay. Hold on. Can I tell what he is as like a person?
The guard.
Yeah.
So the guard has very dark complexion, but you can't tell exactly what he is because he has half of his face covered up by his helmet, and you can only really see his eyes. He seems to have humanoid eyes of some sort, but obviously something is being hidden because it's not a normal human complexion. It's like a weird purpley-ish mixed with midnight black and stuff with that. So you can tell he's not exactly human, but something's going on there, and he's at least sentient to some degree.
Are we all going to see Lord Colin?
I'm gonna hang back.
I don't know, are y'all? I know Hana's staying downstairs.
I'm downstairs.
I was
Oh my
planning to
God.
go in alone for the most part, or with Rosalind,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I figured I
Nope.
was going with you.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, God.
Hard pass on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
No, because I figured like you guys would be setting up for like trying to figure out
Trying to
exactly.
Figure out how to get this syringe.
Mhm.
I don't even remember what the plan is, but yes.
We're supposed to swap. You're supposed to sneak around and swap out the syringe, basically.
I thought I already swapped out the syringes. when
No,
I
because
broke it.
you
No,
didn't have
you
it,
spotted.
because angry.
Uh,
Galak
You didn't
has
take me
the-
with you.
It was ladies' night.
Right.
So
We're
you can
really
either-
good at planning, guys.
Well, you can either try to swap it now, but it's really busy, or
Yeah.
I mean, they
It's
said that
okay,
there
I'll
was.
figure it out.
They said that the door up and to the right, if you were to leave early, it leads to the storage house where they're storing both the items and all the equipment from travelers that they've procured.
Oh, give
I
me
have a
sandwich.
great idea that I accidentally set up totally not on purpose. Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
fine.
start
I got
talking to
this,
the
guys.
guard.
Sounds sus.
I'm gonna go find Hana.
Kelsey
Oh,
imposter,
don't
by
no!
the way.
You cannot say you have a plan and then say I gotta go find Hana.
It's a good plan, guys, I
What
swear.
could go wrong?
I'm gonna start speaking to the guard.
I like how it's not even find Galax, it's specifically find Hana.
Hana, I
Do
need
you
to
want
boom.
the syringe at all? Because I still have it.
I am.
I know,
No,
but
they
I
took-
need
they
to find
took the
Hana
syringe.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a piece.
And
so
to tell her
bad.
to stay away as much as possible.
I just imagine Hana's just like, Rico, we need boom.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, I got this. It'll be
oh.
fine.
Famous last words, but
We're
okay.
literally gonna be in this booth flip and we're just gonna hear boom. Like, what?
Rico!
Kowalski,
Kowalski.
status report. Oh my gosh. All right, so
Oh my.
anyways,
Oh my
back,
God, are we the
back to
penguins of
sub-reality. As the guard takes both Rosalind and Gabriella, back through the left door, and they start walking along this long corridor with multiple doors just on the right side, and a couple paintings and a little dresser on the left with a flower, like a couple flower pots on them as you go down. He stops at about 6 or 7 doors down, and he turns and he opens it, and he just whispers in, he says, "Lord Colin, guests have arrived." And he slowly opens the door, he's like, "In you go."
Thank you. What was your name again?
Confidential.
Confidential. Pleasure, Gabriella.
In you go.
Have fun with badminton.
He
Yes.
looks back, he's
I
like,
hope you enjoy it.
he's like, sounds a little bit too, sporting for me. And he starts walking back to his post.
Why don't you try bean bags?
You see him wave back, and then he puts his arm back down. And then as you guys... Yes?
Follow. I was gonna say I didn't follow. I'm gonna wait for the guard to come back. I want to have a conversation with this guard.
Alright.
This poor guard.
He's just doing his job, man, and we're just like...
We'll go ahead and start with Gabriella and them then. As you walk into this booth, you can see down along the whole floor. You can see the pirate that you were talking to beforehand. You see multiple different races intermingling and talking about. And you see,
I let out a loud wink towards the pirate.
A loud wink.
Yes.
the pirate is not looking up at you, so he can't see you wink or do
I
anything
still
like
do
that.
it anyway, just so he knows we got him.
As you are
A
looking
wink.
and scanning the crowd, you see a weird dwarf that just kind of stands out, looking a lot more ragged than the others, and has a couple stains on their shirt and kind of torn clothes.
Ew, who
But,
let that in?
We did.
We did.
As you
Be fired immediately.
as you see 3 people seated, you see a man with very medium, very medium. he has medium.
A very
medium.
loud wink. Very medium. What are we doing here, guys? What's going on?
This is the stream where we're
Stealing
apparently
potions?
drunk without being drunk.
Yeah.
There you go.
Clearly.
He has medium length hair down to about his shoulders, and it's curled up, and it's very bright orange, and you can't
Ew.
tell quite if it's dyed that bright or if it's
Oh,
natural.
100% dyed.
It's kind of like this weird, like, in between where it's very close to being just unnatural for a human. And you see a young kid to the right sitting there just kicking their legs, and they have long white hair. And then the one on the left is an older woman wearing a little tiara of sorts with long white hair as well. And all you hear from them is like, "Sir, what do you want?"
Was that Lord Collins like talking?
Yeah, it was
I
Colin.
believe
Okay, just
so.
making sure. Hi, yes, Lord Collins. I believe you had dealings with my father, Ennius.
He looks back, he goes, "Who?"
Ennius Blackwood.
He looks back at the crowd, he's like, "You mean that one across the way?" And he points across the way, and you can see your father sitting in another booth all the way across the auditorium. "Yeah, heard of him.
Yeah.
Not a particular fan. Kind of a little, prick, if you ask me."
He has that effect on people. Excuse me while I throw up. Bleh. Anyway, like I was saying,
You have to do it gloriously.
yes.
Personal feelings aside.
What is your guys' business here?
Lord Collins, we need to procure a certain item
Yep.
that's in the auction, and we would love for you to be able to. I know this is, given my family history, I'm not the one to ask a favor. Probably not. Father's an asshole. Yes, I understand that. However,
Yep.
There is a certain mission you were left with to someone, and we'd like to succeed in that mission. I don't want to go into the details because I don't want anything to be compromised, but I would like to see if you'd be able to prevent or maybe even distract the rest of the royalty to bid on a certain item.
He sits there for a few seconds. He says, "You speak in riddles and rhymes, in encrypted meanings. I'm not a very smart man. I'm not one to lie about that. Speak plainly, or else I'll just throw you out right now."
Very well, my lord. I would like you to distract people or prevent them in any capacity to not bid on the syringe with the purple liquid inside it.
He sits there for a few seconds, strumming his hand, like drumming his fingers onto the balcony ledge. He goes, "What will be in it for me?"
We heard that there's something that, or someone you're trying to find.
It's Snow sent us.
Who?
No.
There was someone that you contracted to find a certain child.
He
Of great
looks,
importance.
he looks around for a little bit. He goes, "What child, by chance?"
Oh,
We
you
were-
know which child. But of course, this is not the time or place to say specifics.
It'll save someone's life, Lord Collins, and that is all we desire to do. And if you could at least grant this measly request.
I
coming
think
from-
I've heard enough, ladies. It's time for you to go. Leave my
Very well.
child and our family out of your mouths. And get out of my sight.
We're all ready. Wee.
And he just calmly turns back to the crowd and sits there.
Then I see, under my breath, I say, "You curse the nation to die, then."
Oh shit!
You
Holy
see him,
shit!
You see him wave. He's like, "Good day."
Thank you for your time, Lord Collins. And I leave. But I also says to them, it is in your best interest to be able to help us if you could.
And he says, "And it's in your best interest to piss off."
I wish I went now.
I eat.
All right, so we'll go to Galax. Galax after not Marcus. Wait, no, it is Marcus in the guard that taken him back. But as the guard comes back and he sits there looking at you, he's like, "So what are you still doing here?"
I sort of look at him and I go, "Well, I'm the guard, you see, and kinda took them to royalty, and I assume that they'll be fine up there by themselves."
Lord Colin is a very short-tempered man. Tends to be a little erratic at times, but he knows if he causes a problem here. Let's just say his throne might be seeing a vacancy soon.
I sort of look at him and go, "So you've got it under control, that's what I like to hear." Now,
We do
I
have it
a
under
question.
control.
I have a question for you, good sir. You're not just... I don't know, there's something about... What are you?
Kind of rude for you to ask that.
What are
Rude.
Are you asking my race? My origin?
I sort of go...
What
"Oh,
tribe
no,
I'm from?
I sort of go, "Apologies, I'm still getting used to not coming across as rude. So, my name is Galax. I'm a Quark, so I'm a mix breed, and I'm a bodyguard before you ask why I'm able to be in here and do all this shit. What is your, race or breed, now that I've given you mine?"
what people might frown upon and call an Azazan.
Ah. Why frown upon? You seem like a great man. And at this point, I'm really trying to get up his
No
point.
man.
He
I'm
looks
really
at
trying to
you
get
and
up his
he
ass.
kind of like pulls you aside into a little alcove in the upper floor, and he pulls his helmet off. As he pulls his helmet off, you see the very dark black paint around his eyes, and then you see red like underneath it. And you also see, as he pulls his helmet off, you see this just layer of what looks like horns coming out of his head, but they seem pliable in some way, and they'll stick wherever he puts the horns to. And he's like, I'm sure you've heard of a group called the Tieflings?
I sort of look and go, ah, yes, I know of that group. Yes.
We're kind of a subspecies, where
Ah, okay.
we typically are thought of as more devilish than them. And he's like, and the reason I have this paint on is that I don't want to give away that I am what I am. It's a shameful heritage, and one that I do not wish to continue along with.
And I sort of cross my arms and go, why are you living in fear, or are you just not proud of yourself at this point?
It's
Or
rare
proud
that
of who you are.
It's rare that people of my like make it to the surface world. Most of them rule underworld and through the 9 hells, trying to make their way with what they can. Most Azazan typically are princes of some sort or royalty in some way.
Darkness.
I'm not that. I know
I
what they
sort of
do
do-
on a daily basis. Torture. Kill. Many
I
other
sort of-
things of the like. And I wished a different life for me.
I sort of look at him and nod and go, well, from what I can see, you're doing very well for your proud. But have you ever thought that you could do more?
He looks at you, he's like, promotion would be nice. If that's what you're particularly suggesting.
Maybe I am, but maybe I'm also suggesting that this isn't something that you wanted to do. Something that you've been forced to do just to make the sweet corn. Or grizz, or whatever it's called. Grizz.
Grizzarcorn, yes.
Yes.
He looks around, he's like, I've always wanted to travel. Just get away from any sort of settling down. Because when I settle down, I feel like my brothers and sisters will eventually find me. But what do you have in mind, traveler?
I sort of look at him and go, well, firstly, I would just like to say that I don't look down upon you. I see you as my equal, if not higher, because I myself am a hybrid. So I know how people think of me. So I know the feeling of being frowned upon, disliked, not usually seen around in the area. Sort of an outcast, so I understand. And I will propose this to you. I understand that you're a guard, so I know that you're obviously very adept with protecting people, and you've just told me you would like to travel. So I offer you this. How would you like to join our group of travelers to allow you to achieve your dream of being able to escape and always be on the move? Because personally, that's something I like to do too. And I'm already living it at this point.
He like sits back, he's like, I got a job to do here. But we'll see. And he hands you a little slip of paper. He's like,
Did you get his phone number?
find me here after the auction.
Oh.
We'll talk a little more in detail. And you see, the only thing that it says is meet me in the sewers. You'll find it by the lights.
Oh, not romantic, but okay.
Sick.
That's all the paper reads is find me in the sewers, you'll find me by the lights.
Okay, hold on. Let me just write that up. Find me.
What do you mean
That's
the
actually
sewers isn't romantic, babe? I come here all the time.
Oh my god, we went to the sewers last weekend, Earl.
I'm gonna
Oh my God.
so obviously I'm gonna take the piece of paper and I'm gonna put it away and I'm gonna sort of offer my hand straight away and I'm gonna go. I feel there could be a great opportunity for you, and I feel like there's a chance that we could be some great friends in the future. And I put my hand out, offering him to shake my hand.
You see him look at his hand and take his glove off, and you see his nails very long and like dagger-like, and he goes to shake your hand, and as he does, he kind of wraps around and just digs his nails in a little bit and then lets go.
Fair enough. I'm gonna sort of nod and then walk off, and I'll go and find Hana because I'm curious why she's not with us.
As you're leaving to
No
go
one
down the
knows what I
stairs,
look
both
like.
Rosalind and Gabriella are coming out at this time, and you guys
Wait.
like pretty much run into each other as you're meeting back up.
Wait,
Alex, why does that god
Before
feel a
we
sense of
fully
accomplishment and love?
which way did the door lock?
Which door?
Collins' door.
Colin's door isn't locked.
No, which
All the
way
doors
does it lock?
All of the doors are locked. It locks from the inside, like from where he's sitting.
Dang it.
Really
locked
trying to get
you
used to
in
that
there.
thaumaturgy, huh?
I wanted to lock him inside his little balcony area. For being a prick, so you know. But
Your god demands
Lucid,
it!
other question: does
Yes.
it wrap around on the entire second floor? Like, could we get to?
You can get. Are you
Lord
basically asking if you
Blackwood?
can get to Aeneas's platform, essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
be able to get there if you went across, and through that door, there's another set of doors, but there's also the stairs down to the storage room.
Real quick, I did have a question. With Aeneas, did I see like the same Azumar who was like worked on, who supposedly like was trying to find Drake?
Sline, is that what you're talking about?
Sign, yeah.
You don't see Sline with them, no.
Is he just alone?
Aeneas is with his wife and your sister.
Your sister.
Hate the tattling.
Can I see how uncomfortable? Because obviously we've met back up now, right?
Mhm.
Can I see how uncomfortable Gabriella is?
Roll me perception, I guess. Or
I'm
actually
literally
insight.
bawling. I'm literally crying. I freak out.
In Celestial, I'll say to Gabriella, do you think we can talk to your sister alone?
I got 21, by the way.
Yeah, I'm crying on the inside,
I mean,
crying on the outside.
You can see that she's physically disturbed in more ways than one.
Can I? I'll roll again if I need to. Can I piece together and sort of look around and why? Because
I
she has
immediately
told me
throw
about
up.
her family.
I mean, you can
She
roll
has told
perception
me.
to try and see if there's anything around.
I'm not really
to
trying
see
to
if I can
hide
figure out
anything,
why.
but I'm
Can I
also
see
just
if I can
gonna
figure out why she's uncomfortable.
I
'Cause I
throw
can-
up violently.
on me.
Just everywhere. This whole place is gonna be caked in my puke.
I got 19 that time, so
As you look around the foyer, you can't tell anything that would disturb Gabriella. You can't see the balconies from the second floor foyer because there's a wall between you and the auction house room. But you can't really tell anything that would upset Gabriella or anything.
I'm gonna sort of turn to Gabriella and go, so how did the conversation
Immediately throw up.
cock? I just forget his name, just cock.
I'm going to go around to find, I guess, Aeneas's door.
As you go looking for the other door, you see the guard that was putting his helmet back on in the alcove, and he leans his spear out to stop you. Said, "Oh, you said that you had business with Colin."
I have also business with Lord Blackwood as well. Mostly the youngest daughter, Hibisca.
He looks around. He's like, "I don't see Marcus around."
What would that have to do with the market? I have to
Marcus.
just talk with her.
Marcus is the one that's going between families asking if they have visitors.
Oh. Then can I speak to Marcus?
I don't know where he's at this point. You can wait here if you want, but you're not going in there until Marcus approves it.
I kind of head towards Rosalind after throwing up 3 times in a row.
Can I? Can I turn to both of them and say, guys, if you could respect the guard's work, that would appreciate me, please. And I sort of like give him a look as if to say I want it. Like, just bear with.
Yes, but my family is up there, Galax.
I know. Wait, what? Sorry, in character. I'm in character. Carry on. I did hear what you said. I'm saying what as in like.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. No. So I need to. Could you deliver a message then for Mr. Guard? Would that be alright?
I can give the message to Marcus.
I'm like nodding in the background behind, like, that'll work. Yes.
It's an asshole, but no, I can't really just like send. I mean, how many messages of that does he get a day?
Cordially,
honestly?
you're a dick.
So today you've been called Hawk Twat. List.
Would Marcus be able to repeat what I say in Celestial, you think, if I just told him how to say it?
Could write it down.
I mean, you don't know that.
True.
You could
Okay.
just write it on some paper.
Yeah. Yes. Does anyone have a piece of paper or pen I can...
You see the guard, like, kind of reach
Everything
over to
was
one of the
confiscated.
dressers and pull out. He's like, write your message with the tools in here. And you see, like, a quill and ink and then a couple of sheets of paper in there.
This one, I would prefer to go to my mother, Asta. And then I just write, I'm doing fine, and I'll find Drake. And then I just, and I use a dash and I write G on it.
My G.
Alright. Is that it?
Yes, for now.
Now, if you would please take your seats, the auction is supposed to be starting soon.
I throw up a little bit this time, but like enough to just hold it back. Like,
Can you hold your puke in, please?
It is a horrible family, okay? I'm not gonna hold that, but
I don't know.
It's-
I think that might need a con save throw.
That's
I've
why I
ever
asked
seen
you
that.
Acid
to talk to your
reflux.
sister.
Roll acid reflux.
Yeah. Roll
Hold on.
for acid reflux.
that's a reflex.
Rip.
It's
Anyways.
like that one where you got like a full mouth of it and it's just
It just like drips down the corner of your mouth.
I hate y'all. Anyways,
That's gross.
the guard slowly like shoves you guys out to the stairs where you guys were meeting him originally at, and he goes, "Take your seats, please."
I sit like doing that like princess sit way where you kind of just like, and then cross and like this,
Okay.
I'm gonna stay standing.
and then
because
I
bodyguard-
fan myself as if I had a fan, but I don't. So I'm just doing this.
As you guys take a seat, where are you guys sitting in the auditorium?
Middle-ish like area, probably on the leftish side, where you can really see the stage. But I didn't want to be too far from the edge of the aisle in case I needed to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You really thought this out, didn't you?
This is honestly where I sit, though.
Can I use a spell?
You can, yes. You
Okay,
cast
can
a
I
spell.
use detect magic? Just in the room, please.
Everyone's magic.
Sure, go ahead.
What do I detect?
Everywhere, all around you, you detect literally every form of magic you could ever think imaginable.
Is there anything that stands out that looks a bit odd at all?
There's nothing that stands out among the like the mass of just colors and auras swirling together into this just giant ball of magic. You can tell that pretty much at least like 70% of the people here know of magic or can use magic to some degree.
Okay.
So it is very hard to get a grip. It's like a sensory overload in your brain. You can't focus on any one point individually.
It's like me casting primeval awareness here.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to see roughly a percentage. Send that. I don't like my odds. I'll fight everyone. It's fine.
70%. I like those odds. Okay. Anyways, as you guys sit down, you notice that there is a pamphlet in the seats, like right in front of you, of the list of items at the auction. And as you sit down, also the pirate that you were talking to earlier comes and sits down next to you, and he just goes.
Well, we're doing this.
So we'll get this on with.
Yes. Question: when was the last time you've bathed?
None of your business.
Long.
What a great question to ask somebody.
Nice opener.
Hey, you stink.
First date. So
nice
when was the last
icebreaker.
time you bathed?
It's a brilliant icebreaker. Oh my gosh. So as you guys are able to pick up the pamphlet and start reading it, you notice the auction has multiple items. I'm just gonna list off the ones that would be of any import to you guys. There's multiple other like small trinkets that are just like necklaces, charms, stuff like that don't have real magical properties or anything in particular. So Gabriella would probably care about them, but I mean,
Okay. Is Mogmo here?
Mogmo, he's the auctioneer actually.
Yeah.
He went up in status real quick. What gold piece and did that?
I'm just
I should be a
kidding.
life coach. Gabrielle the life coach. Let's go.
Oh, I hate it so much. So as you read through the list, you notice there's 3 sickles on the list. 2 of them are metal, 1 of them is wood, and it says that it's a sickle of earth, air, and then the wood one is the sickle of fire, or flames, you know, stuff like that.
So it's a tri-sickle.
There's a syringe from a dead nation with mysterious fluid. There's a deed to Nightshade Keep. There are multiple charms ranging from a simple silver chain to very extravagant pieces of gold mixed in with multiple insets of diamonds, fit for kings and queens of the land. There's 3 separate property plots in Precio. There is one that is around, you know, a shanty, just kind of like a lean-to, just a place to call home, up all the way to a mansion of what looks to be a lord that just got struck from his duties. There's a tiger for sale. There's a group of animals called quasits for sale that are typically thought of as, you know, lesser demons or evil fae-ish creatures of the like. There's what's known as a blink dog for sale. There is the pistol set of 3-Finger Francis for sale. And other than that, it just goes on with like multiple different like potions and stuff like that, potion sets that they're planning on selling.
Any missing items from that?
There's missing potion sets, yes.
I love blink dogs.
What is a blink
Oh
dog? I don't know what a blink dog is.
It's an eldritch horror dog.
Oh, okay.
no! It's basically a dog, but elvish.
Mhm.
It has like long pointed ears, and the blink spell, it can cast it itself. So it
Is
like
it more like-
appears. It's
Dude,
like
it
the
looked
best
like
thing ever.
Scooby on steroids.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Holy
One of my other characters in a different campaign has one, and I really want to buy this one too.
But is it Bobby? No, Bobby's the best. So it's okay. We
So
have Bobby.
as you're like roaming down the list, you notice the very last property in Precio, the Lord's Mansion. You notice the pirate that you've been talking to, Chuck, point at it, and he goes, "That's the one." It's the one
I
we
have
need."
to stay for the whole event, you're telling me?
No, it's just the last one in the property lots.
Still, though.
I mean, you can't rightfully leave that easily. You have to go upstairs and say, "Oh, I'm leaving the auction. Grab your stuff and go," or else they might think something's a little fishy.
Oh God. There's not even any snacks here.
Price we pay
You're such
For
a princess.
in events such as this. Sorry
They let,
that
me keep, they let me keep all my food, right?
yes, you have food in
have
your
your
backpack.
rations.
Okay, I'm gonna hand Gabriella a loaf of bread then.
Put your
A
wine.
bit stale, but I crunch through it. Would you like a bite?
Just
I
has
think I'm good.
so snooty and posh, and then talks with her mouth full. Anyways, as you guys are like settling in and the pirate's telling you about the different charms on the list, like just trying to like tell you what they're about, you notice a man walk out, and it's a man looks very similar to Marcus, but you can tell that there's a little difference about him. He's got 2 braids coming down his hair, both sides it seems, and then he also has his hair very long in the back, and he just steps out. He's like, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to humbly accept all of you to our beautiful auction today. We are going to be selling a number of items here, both great and minute. If you could please just hold on for a few seconds while we handle our business. I, the auctioneer, Clark, will be back with our first lot to sell momentarily. And he walks off, and like the house lights kind of dim. You can notice the torches kind of start to flicker and dim down by some sort of magical degree, but the lights, like the big braziers on the stage, stay lit as much as possible. And if you guys want to take a break there, I need to go do something real quick, but I was gonna go ahead and take a break there, and then we'll be back after to
Water
start
break.
the auction.
When
Water
we
break.
get back,
Hmm?
when we get back, can we like go back to when everybody else was doing stuff? Because
Yeah,
I
she
wanted to
had
go
a
find
plan.
I was
Hana.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to go
Like
what?
we kind of. I went to go find Hana while everybody else was upstairs.
Yeah.
We kind of
Yeah, you
missed
can do
that. Okay.
We'll do that. I just have to change stuff over. We can do it.
No, you're all good.
Where there's a cat, there's a way.
If you guys are
Yeah.
ready, we can definitely start with you guys that are wanting to talk. Hana and Snow.
I'm glad I already
Remember,
ate.
Snow, what would Gabriella do?
Oh,
I
God.
already had a goddamn bath twice.
Okay. So.
Okay.
So.
I would like to find Hana.
Yes. So as you go through the doors and you see the people milling about, you can't really tell where Hana is. But based on the keen senses of the tabaxi, if you were to like kind of investigate for smell or just like, you know, just hearing of sorts, you might be able to detect where she is off of that. But
I would
immediate
like to
investigation,
sniff
you
for
can't see.
Hana.
Roll me an
She's
investigation.
sneaky.
Neef.
Sneef. Okay, investigation. Oh, it's not bad. Look at me. Okay, 18.
18. As you smell around, you get bombarded with a bunch of different scents that are all in the same vicinity, but you can kind of lean one way and can tell that Hana's at least at the back end of the auditorium. You can't quite tell which side they're on or anything like that, but you can at least tell that they're closer to you than most of the other scents that are hitting your nose.
I will walk kind of towards the back and continue looking for her, and like I'll be looking, and then I'll kind of like duck down, like to look at like knee level to look for her, and I kind of look back up and like duck down at like knee level and be like, where is she?
As you're doing this, you don't see Hana anywhere. You see a dwarf that looks a little out of place, and you can tell that the scent is coming from that direction, but there's no way that a dwarf could be Hana, but it's the only thing that makes sense in your nose.
I would
Do
like
I
to
see
go
Snow
up to the
dipping
dwarf.
down?
You can see,
like-
they're not really hiding, so you can definitely see Snow dipping down and popping back up.
On the last time, I'm gonna see her go down, and I'll just go.
I will walk up to the dwarf.
All right. What are you gonna say to the dwarf?
Is that you? And I'll just be like standing, looking forward, and just like, you know.
I'm kind of just gonna like turn opposite of her and look a different direction, and then I'll just hold my hand up.
And I will grab her hand.
Very inconspicuous. Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
Just went to Patsy, holding this dwarf's hand. And I'm clean, and the dwarf is dirty now. We're switched. We're opposite.
I appear dirty.
Yes.
Whoever said Hana was clean.
Hey.
I mean, I think she was cleaner than Snow was.
Possible. Yes, possible.
Probably. So I will kind of move towards like kind of the back a little bit more, like so that we can have a conversation. I'll pull her with me.
All right.
And
I'll pull
okay,
my-
so before this, when I left, do I have the syringe or does Galax have the syringe? I don't.
Galax had
has-
the syringe, but they confiscated it at the door.
Mm.
Why are we so dumb?
But, Kels, the storage house is also where they're holding, like, everyone's stuff,
Yeah.
too. So it's on your way out if you're going out.
It's like double the
65
work.
plus 4.
I have to find the replacement syringe, and then I have to find the.
It's just practice for when you have to go find the real one.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, and the storage shed, like I know how to get there.
You
right?
know that what they told you when you were entering to get your stuff and leave early, that you can go up the stairs to the right and then down another flight of stairs to get to the storage room. And then from last night when you were sneaking in, you know that there's also a door behind the stage.
And I can easily access that.
You could go to the door behind the stage, but everyone would see you.
Okay. This is gonna be hard.
Rico,
It's okay, you got me.
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
And was there any windows in the room that was holding all of the items?
Not in the room
Yeah.
that was holding all
Wait.
the items. No.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Because the guy when. Oh no, but in the auction house, yes. But
Like
not-
when I broke in the night before.
There was
The
nothing in the
room-
storage room. No.
Yeah, the room we're in right now has windows that are able to be like unlocked and relocked, but the storage
Yeah.
room doesn't have any.
So sorry, I'm just trying to like make sure because there's two storage rooms, right? There's like the items that were collected.
No,
for the
they're all in the
patrons.
same
They're all in
storage
the
room.
same. Yeah, all one.
Oh, so like all the stuff that like.
Got confiscated, and all of the lots are in the same room.
Why would they do that? That's so dumb. Okay. So
All
I'm
the
gonna
better
talk.
to steal with.
Yeah. Sorry. I just needed to make sure that my brain wasn't confusing that because I thought there was two separate storage rooms and they were both being called storage room.
Nope.
And I was like, what? Okay. So I'm gonna take Hana and I'm gonna say, okay, I have a plan, but I have to get the syringe that they took from Galax.
It's all Galaxy's fault.
I wasn't saying that.
Kind
You
of
nod.
lean in and just say, "How help?"
Okay. So for me
Still
to get
holding
in,
hands, by the way.
yeah.
No, I.
Are they at least getting some weird looks from the people while they're walking?
No, I'm not holding hands anymore.
Oh,
We're,
okay.
we're being inconspicuous.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. And sorry, how many people were at like the storage room area and stuff?
You don't know. You
Well, when
are
we
you talking
came
about
in.
last night? Last night there wasn't any people in the storage room. There was just people like patrolling outside, trying to keep from entry.
Well, the people took our stuff. and put it in the storage room.
Yeah.
So like when we were coming in, what
Oh no,
were
they
the
took the stuff
people-
and wheeled it off. You didn't see them put it in the storage room.
I would like to make a perception check to see how many guards are in the room.
The current room?
Mhm.
All right, go ahead.
That is a 3 minus 1.
Through all of the crowds of people and the cacophony of sounds and just everything going on, you can see maybe 5 or 6 guards lining the stage at the very
a
least. And then you can also see some interesting individuals lining around the side and down the middle lane of the auditorium. But you can't get a total count on the people around the sides and middle auditorium. You can guess... Sorry, I dropped my dice. You can guess probably around, like, 12 in total, 12 to 15.
Can I also have a look?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me perception.
I'm a little shorter. It works better for me.
That's a natural one.
I just kidding. Just kidding.
You see, Hana tugs on you and she like goes like this and looks around. So you look from her eye level, so it doesn't really give you a different view on anything.
Okay.
Well, everyone.
Okay.
So many fine cheeks today.
Constantly dodging the farts, dude.
So, I don't know that all of our stuff is being held in the storage room, though. Do
You
I?
would. He told you.
He said
Oh,
that.
he
Yeah,
told
he
us.
told us,
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I might have an idea if you want me to try and get the surge back. Maybe.
Well, I was gonna say that if Hana, if you create a distraction, or if you say that you need to leave early, like you're sick or something, then I might be able to follow them.
Weapon bond with snow.
Kels, can I message you something real quick?
Okay.
I summon snow.
Weapon bond
Oh.
with snow and then easy money. The easiest money has been had.
You're gonna regret this battle.
I'm about to punch you, but as I do, an entire snow comes out of my fist. Ah!
This is a new style called Tiger Fist.
Actual tiger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you do that?
I just kind of shake my head and say, can distract.
Yes. We could say that it's an emergency and that we need to grab the stuff immediately out of the room because of a medical emergency.
I need to get me out or everyone out.
No. No.
This is gonna go
Hana's
so
brain
well.
is on average a third smaller than
Okay.
the normal brain, so you gotta like.
So, we
It's a lot smoother too.
will say that we need to go get stuff right away. Maybe you're very sick. So they have to take us to the stuff so that you don't die.
I'm gonna just start walking off to the guard closest to the storage room.
I am following her then, I guess. Good thing I have my boot dagger.
When I pull up to this door, how many guards do I see? I'm assuming it's not a perception check since I'm,
You
like,
can't pull up to the
looking at
door.
it.
There's guards protecting the rise
Like
up onto
as
the
I
stage.
pull up to the area. Okay.
Okay, so
How many?
there's like 6 guards protecting the rise to of the stage, and then there's 2 more at the door. So 8 in total.
While we're just sort of standing there inconspicuously, do I happen to overhear a name of any of the guards?
All the guards are quiet and not saying a word to each other. They're very focused, trying to make sure that nothing is happening in the house.
Jim, my friend. And as I touch him, friends.
What did I do?
Jim, it's been so long. How have you been? How's the wife? How are the children?
Yes,
And
no. What did you
I'm
do?
going to try to not try. I will use friends on this specific guard that I'm touching and talking to, hanging out with.
Friends is
I get advantage on all charisma checks.
yes.
He's not hostile towards me now. If he's prone to violence, he might attack after
That isn't hostile towards you now. And when the spell ends, the creature realizes you use its magic to influence its mood. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is,
It's okay, it's fine.
the thing is, okay. The guard looks down at you and he just goes, I've never seen you a day in my life. Who are you?
And I'm going to
I'm gonna
I'm
cut
just gonna-
in and say, I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry, he's very ill. We're looking for somebody who can take us to his things. He has a medication that's very important that he gets immediately, otherwise it could be very bad.
ale. Yeah, ale. I'll take some ale. I'll have ale.
He looks at
And
you.
I kind of like grab him, almost like acting like he's gonna like fall over, like he's like exactly.
That's
a
just the
great
crowd
plan.
outside. That's just the crowd. Just...
Someone secured the bag in the
Yeah.
auction.
Somebody
Someone
got
dropped
here
the
and
bid.
stole everything.
That was great timing.
He goes, if you guys are wanting to, per se, check out, you're gonna have to go the other way, up the stairs and around and down. Nobody is allowed entry through this way.
What's the
Oh, but-
fastest way? It's a real emergency.
And I'm just gonna
Fastest way is to go out those doors, and he points at the back. Go up the stairs, you'll see a guard with a black face, and then you talk to him. You get him to get you down the stairs. You'll get your stuff.
And I'm gonna say, you think such a bumbling fool like myself could make it that far? We're such good friends. I see there's a door there. Just let me through. And can I use like a charisma check on him?
Deception. Can we
He's
do
never
deception?
seen you before in his life.
I'm gonna keep pushing it. You know when you like wave at someone, or if you go like this to him, they'll look around and be like,
Do I know that person?
I feel bad if I forgot.
You are talking to a guard with 6 other people around it.
From back in training when the king hired us. I didn't make it that far. I chopped off part of my
Roll me persuasion.
leg. Wait, is
Can I-
persuasion charisma?
Persuasion's charisma, yes.
Can I help with that?
He already has
One fell
advantage
off.
from
Like-
friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure,
right.
advantage.
Persuasion.
Does anyone like
18.
that Hana's speaking full sentences now?
I love
not
it.
Hana.
It's amazing.
I'm not Hana. I'm a
You're
Role
bungo.
playing. She's
I'm a
role playing
dwarf.
a role play.
Yo, the roleplay
go
runs
one
deep.
deeper.
Oh,
I got 18.
He looks at you, he goes, even if I were to know you, the other guards aren't gonna let you in either.
That's okay. You always were such a stand-up god. Look at you standing up. Just sort of kind of brush his armor and give him one of those like little pat and like shake him a little, make sure he's all straightened out. And, yeah.
Can I say, would you be able to escort us? This is of great urgency.
I cannot leave my post, ma'am.
Is your duty not to protect the people?
My duty's to protect the auction.
Well, I've been known to have some sticky fingers, so I don't know. You might want to keep an eye on me if anything.
Oh no. Why would you say that?
Because if there's only one guard guarding us, it's better than a bunch.
There's 6! There's 6 guards! What?
Yes, but I am speaking to this one directly.
Roll me...
A fuck check. Like, what the fuck?
Roll me a performance check real quick. That's charisma as well. But I was gonna invoke
Oh, that is-
disadvantage, but I guess it just cancels out regular performance.
Okay, then I'll just take my first one.
Yeah.
12.
He looks at you and he eyes over at one of the guards, and he's like, "We're gonna have you come with us." And they
Wait,
start
both of us or just him?
both of you,
Oh no!
and they bring 2 guards out, and they put them on either side of both of you, and they start leading you up into the room on the left instead of the right, and they bring you to the exit room, which is like a little small cobbled together room before you can just straight up get out of the building that way. And they set you down. They say, "Wait right here while we
69.
Actually, 65 plus 4.
go acquire your things." And
Okay.
and they both leave, and then as they leave, you can feel like a slight magical like flick in the room, and you guys are sitting there for what seems to be 10 to 15 minutes before another being comes through, and you see this giant crest on their helmet, and they just go, "Sticky fingers." Odd choice of words.
While we're waiting there, if I try the door, it's locked, right?
It's locked.
I just don't wash my hands, is all.
Can I
Miscommunication.
pick it? Can I pick the lock?
They took your your lock picks at the door.
They did? No!
Use your claws.
I don't think that's how it works.
Cartoon
unless the
character
DM
taught me
wants to
that.
say that my claws work as lockpicks.
Mr.
I'm just
DM.
I'm just gonna say that it's a.
You can try it with your claws with disadvantage if you want.
I'll do it. I'm proficient. Wish me luck.
Here we go.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, so I got a nat 20, and then the 14 plus 8 is
92.
math. Yes.
22.
22.
Yes. No. Yes. Yes, it is 22.
As you pick the lock, you hear the and you can feel the door handle start to give. What are you wanting to do?
I would like to peek out the door and see what's outside.
As you creak the door open just a little bit, you get repulsed back into the other side of the wall, and the door slams shut again.
Is it unlocked? If I go and try it again, is it unlocked?
If you go up and you start moving the handle, you notice that the door is still unlocked. Yes.
Okay. I would like to pull the door all the way open then. What?
And this is the exit door?
Oh my god! Are you
No,
opening
this is the door that
to
we
go
went-
back to the stage?
Alright.
As you try to fling the door open, it stops and you get thrown back harder and thrown into the wall.
Oh no, I'm gonna take damage.
You are gonna take 5 points of bludgeoning, I guess, because you're thrown into the wall, or force, one or the other, whichever one's better for you, I guess. And the door slams shut
Feels most
again.
comfortable for you. What would you like to feel? Bludgeoning or force?
Okay, I would like to take out my boot dagger,
All right.
and I'm gonna stand next to the door.
All right. So 10 to 15 minutes pass, and a guy with a giant crested helmet opens the door. Are you stabbing him?
Yes.
As you...
I have assassinate, and I would like to use it.
Okay. Hold on.
So I crit, and I do
This is
double
the dude.
damage.
If this is the dude that
Um,
escorted Rosalind and Gabriella, I'm going to
What do
kill
you say? Why are you saying you crit and do double damage?
I don't
Don't I
think
do?
it is,
I think I
agree.
crit, but I don't know if I do double damage. I don't
With
remember.
assassinate? Hold on.
Yeah,
let me look
it's
at your sheet.
something absolute ridiculous if it's surprise.
Let me look at your sheet real quick.
I
Hey,
don't think
who
it
said
is,
it was
I agree.
surprised?
This is
He
happening
knows you're in
fandom.
there.
Yeah, but it's
And you said that you had sticky hands earlier. You think he's
I
gonna
didn't say
trust you? Somebody
no,
did.
but
Somebody did though.
I think it's the guy in Chile.
He's
yeah.
suspecting-
So I have
It's
advantage.
against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. So it's not
Yeah.
in combat, so technically you'll have advantage on it. Any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So you still need to
Yeah.
roll attack on him.
Yeah.
So
So
go
it's
ahead
a
and roll me attack.
crit, which
And it's an
Yeah.
ambush because you're like surprising him.
yeah, it's so that's
Dude, chili's so good.
I'm so stressed right now. And I'm using a dagger, so that's I have advantage, right? When I'm rolling to hit. That's what we said.
You have advantage on attack rolls anyways, yeah.
Okay. 24 to hit.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
It does hit. Roll me damage.
Okay. So
Oh no.
criticals do double damage, right?
Criticals do 1 full dice, and then another rolled dice. One full
Okay.
set of dice,
Right.
or whatever you're
Because you
rolling.
do it different. You
Yeah.
do it differently. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I was saying double, because that's how I have it in my brain, but it's different rules for this.
Yes.
Okay. So a rolled dice plus a full dice. Do I do full dice of all of my sneak attack damage as well?
So, let me read.
Because you double all the dice. Like normally. So would it sorry guys.
You max
Fine.
out one die. Like you max
You
out
have
like your
advantage on
first. I'm assuming what he means. And then you roll for the second.
Leggy go out.
So sneak
Yes,
attack is an
that's
extra
big.
2d6. So sneak attack is
Yeah.
separate from your actual regular attack, so it's not going to count for the sneak attack. It's just 2d6 for sneak attack, and then whatever your weapon regularly rolls.
Yeah, so I do 2d6.
2d6 for your sneak attack, yes.
Yeah, but I'm just asking because it's a critical, does that
It does not add an additional 2d6, no.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Here we go.
Because it's just on the attack part of the roll. So, like, just the weapon part that you're critting with, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As I see all this happening, I'm gonna ready a firebolt just because, like, oh, we're fighting, and I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, we are.
But I won't even have it
6.
ready yet. It's like
20 damage.
still a thought.
20 damage. You stick your knife right into the side of his neck, and all he does is sit there for a few seconds. Kind of like cock his head a little bit. And like turn to you, he's like, "This is really a best attempt, isn't it?" And he slowly grabs your hand, and he just pulls it away. He's like,
Oh no.
"Man!" And you just hear a few people just like start rushing up behind him, and he's like, "Now."
Can I quickly disguise self again? I'm gonna disguise self to look exactly like him, same armor, everything, is just short as hell. I'm gonna pop another just slap, and like, boom! I'm just him, but short.
Sure. He goes, "I think we have a few people we need escorted from the premises."
And don't listen to the imposter. They've shrank me and used a duplicating spell. Attack this imposter.
Roll me deception with disadvantage.
Fair enough. 11.
11. As he's shouting this, another guard just kind of comes in, and he slowly grabs his like spear at his side, and you see him just like point it towards you. He's like, "I don't think that you guys would have the power to do that." And he sits there. He's like, "Where are we throwing this filth, Captain?" Is there anything you guys want to do?
I mean, is he grabbed? Did he grab me? Did he?
He hasn't grabbed you. He has your arm where you had the dagger.
Yeah.
I go like this, and I yell,
Solar flare!
"Solar flare!" And I cast light on my.
A light appears.
I like how you knew. I was like,
A light appears on the forehead of Hana's new form, and it shines light into the room, but it doesn't blind anyone. It's just a light.
good enough, and I'm gonna yell, "Run!" And I'm gonna make for the door, the exit.
Which one? The exit
Can
door?
we hear this commotion at all?
You guys would hear the commotion. Well, you wouldn't actually hear it very clearly. You could hear, a commotion, and you would see guards like running towards the stage.
Do I hear someone yell solar flare?
I mean, there's a lot of people in this room, and they're all talking to each other and doing different things.
Do I hear
So-
someone yell it and see a mildly illuminating light?
You guys are in the room, so the only opening is the door, and there's multiple guards in the way, so they wouldn't be able to see anything, really.
Can I, drop the dagger that's in the hand and grab it with my other one and turn and try and book it with Hana?
He has you grabbed, but yeah, you can try.
Go for the kitty cat
just
claw.
Wiggle, wiggle out, then come out later.
Yeah,
can I
Hana,
break free from it, or
you can roll a strength check to try and break free of his grasp, yes.
I'm breaking free.
Let's
with
do that.
soul.
+5 in strength. No.
Just strength? Just a straight strength roll?
Strength or athletics, I would say.
Not acrobatics.
Not acrobatic.
Not acrobatics, you can't parkour your way out of this situation,
Are
no.
you sure?
I'm very sure, yes.
Some Wing Chun wrist twisty motion.
You
I
start to climb on
dislocated
the
my
guard,
shoulder
too.
and backflipped.
Guess
I
what I
dislocated my
rolled,
shoulder.
guys?
That one.
That one.
I rolled a nat 1.
There's so many nat ones today. What the hell?
As you like try to sprint away, you feel a tug back and he pulls you in and he grabs you by the neck and he like puts his arms around. He's like, I wouldn't really try that if I were you.
Did I make it
And
out?
as you run to get the door to get to the exit and you start like messing with it, you realize that it's not opening. Something's not working right with the doorknob.
Okay, fine. Lord Colin sent us to steal something today.
Roll me deception.
Okay.
Quick question: will
She
Bobby be able to
did
sense
it.
this, or did she just have keen smell? I can't remember.
Bobby has keen sense, so he would be able to smell or hear, I believe.
Anything that I
Ooh,
see-
Okay.
Is there anything that I see that's flammable, or is this entire room cobblestone?
This entire room is wood. Pretty much. Like wood on the floor, the table is wood, and there's some stools that are wood. The walls are cobblestone, and the roof is wood.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Our stuff is in there, Keo.
I rolled a 15.
All of your guys' stuff is in the auction house, along with everything that you need to collect.
William Shatner Star Trek meme. Oh.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15. He looks at you, he's like, then maybe you would like to see Lord Colin yourself and try to explain this situation.
Gladly. The little recreation of the guard says while holding up his armored hand.
Okay. With no confidence at all.
And you're going with them, Hana?
Oh yeah.
Alright, what's up, Galax? Why are you raising your hand?
Can I cast Speak with Animals? Can I see Bobby getting a bit agitated? Because
Bobby's been agitated the whole time because there's 1,000,001 noises going on in this
Alright.
place.
Poor Bobby.
poor Bobby. Can I cast Speak with Animal?
What do you want to
Like-
say to Bobby?
I'm just gonna ask if he's okay first. Like, if he's doing okay.
Bobby, like, looks around and kind of, like, looks down at the ground and back up to you. He's like, loud!
I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna pick him up like a big baby and hold him. And like, so his head is behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he's watching my. For context, he's watching my back to see if there's anything coming. I'm just gonna be like, let's go somewhere a little bit quieter, and I'm gonna walk around the front bit, like where the stage is, and where the guards have been heading, because obviously, like you said, we've seen this. I'm gonna start asking Bobby, does it feel a bit quieter now?
It doesn't feel a bit quieter? No. It does not. You walked 20 feet. It does not feel quieter.
So are all the guards in that one room?
Not all the guards are in that one room. There was only about 4 that went with them. There's still 2 at the entrance to the storage room, and there's 2 guarding the stairs up.
Okay. Can I see what's going on with those guys? Are they now coming out?
They aren't coming out quite yet, but they're about to leave.
Okay. You know what? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sort of walk in, and I'm gonna sort of just say, it's a bit loud. Do you mind if I just sit here, like sit in, like so? I'm assuming there's a hallway and there's the 2 doors.
What do you mean?
For the storage. So you got storage and the exit, like for the stuff, right?
You can't get up on the stage. The stage has the 2 doors on either side of it. You can't get up on the stage because the guards are there.
Okay. Is there any... Okay. Can I do a perception check to see if there's... Like, at least cause a distraction?
Try to cause a distraction with what? You cut out.
No, I was trying to think. Cause a distraction so that the guard on the stage or with certain people might at least distract them enough. Like, can I do a perception check to see if there's something loose, or I can do...
Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception.
Alright. I might have a recovery plan here. Hold up. No, I do not.
I don't think there's any recovering from this.
I got a 9.
You got a 9?
Mm-hmm.
So... You notice a giant chandelier like in the main room, and it's up very high, at least 40 to 50 feet up, it seems. But you cannot reach it yourself. You would have to cast something, or someone needs to be thrown up there, or you know, you can't reach it yourself. It's hanging over the crowd too, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think.
As Hana and Snow are sitting there like struggling to free, the guard captain goes, "Julian, Aureus, get in here." And
I say, Julian, Aureus, get in here.
You see 2 elves kind of pop up from around the side, one clad in plate armor, and then another one in like more robes with a staff. And you see the guard captain go, "Aureus, dispel whatever he's doing." And you see Aureus start like waving his hand around, and your disguised self slowly vanishes out.
As that was happening, I'm gonna try to like match what the guard captain was saying. So as he's like, Aureus, just dispel that. Oh no.
You're an echo now.
As he dispels it, the plate vanishes from you, and it just reveals the form of Hano just sitting there, and he goes, and you hear the guard captain go, "Exactly what I would expect from something disgusting as you."
Don't call her that.
Julian, take him. And you see Julian walk up to you, Hana, and start like grabbing you and like handcuffing you and tying your hands behind your back.
I'm gonna start like hissing.
Go ahead and roll me intimidation.
This die. This one's gonna do me well.
20.
As you
plus intimidation, 22.
As you hiss at him, he like stumbles back. He's like, "Shut up, unless you want a swift kick in the ass." And he like slowly grabs your arm. He's like, "You do it again, you're gonna need a little bit of a jaw rearrangement." And he slowly
And I cast Firebolt.
As you see the fire go out, the wizard slams his hand down and it just dissipates in midair.
I just play it off like I wasn't even trying to do anything.
We've dug ourselves
I'm
into
trying
such a deep
so
hole.
I'm going to prison.
So,
Prison
what was
arc,
his plan?
prison arc.
That you
Let's
thought
go.
Hana would be a part?
I'm helping.
Hey, it was going great at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should have said I meant stinky fingers. They misheard me.
How it hold on. How it began, how it sneak out right
I
now.
chose.
This is fine.
I'm
So-
really curious what this plan was supposed to be.
It is? Feel
As
free to
he
out.
ties your hands behind your back, he like slowly starts shoving you out the door. And as you guys are getting out the door, they like raise the curtain over to all the way to the edge of where the door entrance is, and they make you guys walk behind the curtain towards the storage room door. And at this point, Bobby would be able to start hearing the like thump of the feet of the soldiers walking by and the clanging of the metal. But
The
as
army?
yourself, you would not be able to hear anything.
Do we have like 10 guards just like surrounding us?
You
like,
you
leading
have
us?
4 guards, 2 to each of you, and then you have the wizard with you.
And the main captain.
No, the captain's one of the guards there with you. He's got Snow in the headlock. And
I feel like I'm just being dragged.
I
You have
mean,
no say.
as you guys get to the
Kind of
other,
stabbed him in the neck.
you did kind of
I'm-
stab him in the
Yeah,
neck,
I mean, I kind of deserve it, but like, you know,
but also
Still being
rude.
really rough.
yeah. Like, excuse me.
What? You never had this prank pulled before?
Innocent
Jesus.
till proven guilty.
Sour sport, sour sport.
I totally don't have the bloody dagger in my hand. What are you talking about?
No. But this this dagger?
Oh no, that's my blood stab self.
She wasn't so lean she could have hid it in a fat pocket in her fur.
Oh my gosh. As he brings you to the other side of the stage, they pull the curtains along and enter the storeroom with you guys. And they continue
Oh wait, we're
pulling,
in the room?
They're pulling you into the storeroom right now, yes.
Oh sweet, we did it, we made it.
This was the plan.
Exactly as planned.
um,
I love it when a plan comes together.
They start walking through the storeroom with you guys in tow, arms behind you, just pushing you along. And they get to the door on the back right of the storeroom and they open it. And you see the stairs to go up to the second floor of the building.
Do I see the syringe as we're walking through?
You can't see the syringe. You see the box that you found the syringe in, but you haven't
Okay.
seen it yourself. Well, you can't see it out in the open, I should say.
But I know that is the box that it was in.
Yes. Is there anything you guys are gonna try to do or no?
You first.
I don't
Snow.
think I can
What's the
do
plan?
anything.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
Hmm.
I
There's also an entire wizard. I'm scared.
yeah, there's a wizard here, man. I don't do magic. Oh wait, I still have all the potions on me, don't I?
I was gonna say time to
Uh,
start.
You have
do
the
I know what
potions
they
on
do.
you.
I don't know what any of the potions do though. Do
You
I?
know that there's 2 health potions. That's the only 2 potions
And one
you know.
poison. And one poison, but that's it. One was a yellow lightning, and one was purple, one's orange.
I'm trying not to be meta right now because I know what some of the colors mean. If it's based on like,
I don't think.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. I didn't look up potions.
Okay.
I'm letting you know that right
okay, okay, perfect.
now. So you don't know what's in there. I do.
I don't know what.
Kyo just started grabbing. So I started
So anyways,
grabbing.
I started grabbing.
Do I have like any movement at all, or am I like
You're grappled.
physically restrained?
You're grappled and your arms are restrained behind you.
Like, okay. I'm guessing they took the dagger from me.
Yes, they would have taken the dagger at this point.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Okay,
I wonder why.
I just wanted to make sure that I didn't still have it. I'm gonna keep playing with the whole like sick thing, and I want to try and fall over and fall onto the ground.
Lord Colin hired us. As you try to fall over and go dead weight, you see both of them just grab you by the back of the like the scruff, and then the other one grab you by the legs, and they keep carrying you.
Mhm. Okay, I'll be like, okay, I can walk. I'll walk.
Trying everything. Okay, just kidding.
So they take you through the door and they start going up, and as they're going up, you kind of notice a little bit of a chuckle from behind, and you can't quite tell who it is, but it's clearly from a source that seems to know you. And as you guys are going up the stairs, you start feeling this little like weight on your shoulder, Snow, and you start seeing like just glimpses of like a rat on your shoulder.
Hi, friend.
And as you say that, you hear a little voice kind of permeate throughout your head, and it goes, well, I guess this isn't really what we planned for, is it?
Do I hear this voice?
You can't hear this voice, no.
Can you offer any assistance?
He goes silent for a bit, and then he kind of like looks back. He's like, I would try to offer assistance, but you know what our deal was. We can't be caught here.
I'm gonna just start screaming violently. I do not like being confined. I'm gonna be screaming at the mouth a bit. I'm trying to bite everyone's hand. Yeah, I'm like a little rabid dog.
As you're doing this, you just have one fist from the side just comes and socks you right in the jaw.
Fucking just.
Does it bleed a little bit?
You take, oh wow. Hold on. 6 points of damage.
Oh hell yeah, I'm doing the trope. I look back at him and I spit at him.
As you go and spit, he like kind of moves out of the way before it hits him. And then as you're going up, you kind of notice the wizard for a split second start wiping the wall as you guys are going up the stairs.
I'm still throwing a fit.
You
Did
get
I
to
hear the
the
screaming?
you wouldn't be able to hear him screaming. It's through the walls and through the storage room at this point. So as you guys get to the top of the stairs, you notice Marcus, the guy from before. Snow would notice Marcus, and Marcus is kind of like looking around, like trying to remember where he saw her, and then he kind of like goes wide-eyed for a second, and he runs out the door, trying to go and notify the other people. And
Great. Great.
as this happens, he goes and gets the guard and the guard captain, and he comes in, and they go, oh, what happened here? And the guard captain and the other, like the two guard captains are sitting there. They're like, we got a little bit of a ruckus out of these two, freaking half-breed and this cat. And he's like, well, maybe we should let it slide. And as the two guard captains are sitting there kind of talking it over, you can notice something a little weird about his inclination. The guard captain with the black eyes is peering out, and the other guard captain's just kind of looking at him like a little grumpy, but kind of like knowing that he's sitting there kind of backed into a corner. He's like, what's the point of that? And he goes, let's just say I know Lord Colin sent them.
It worked.
And
I'm gonna look at the guard that punched me, and I'm gonna do the anime, like the look up at him, give him the smile, and like. You know, like, you dummy, you don't know who you just punched. You fool.
He goes, if there's any issue with them, you might as well take it up with their employer. They're just following orders. Much like you reprobate. And he, like, grabs...
Yeah, pepper bait.
He grabs Snow from the binds of the other person. He's like, is that one with you?
Yes.
Oh, wait, yes.
He's like, bring him here. And he like grabs you guys both by the scruff, and he slowly brings you out to the balcony and down the stairs and out the main door. He says, this is the most that I can do for you guys. Okay?
Thank you.
If you guys get caught again, they're not gonna let me get off this easy. I had to pull rank on that last one. You're just lucky that I'm tired of what I have to fucking do here. And he throws you down, and he grabs a dagger from his back pocket, and he throws it at Snow, and it cuts the bindings on your arms free. He's like, if you get back in there, just know that I'm not coming to save you a second time.
Thank you. I'll do that.
He turns around and he slams the door shut, and he just leaves you guys outside.
Okay.
I look up at Snow.
If I remember correctly, when I opened the window when I broke in the night before, I didn't need my lockpicks. It was just like a slide.
Yeah,
that I
it was a
slid
slide.
Open,
It was a slide.
and would I know that my dagger would be able to do that?
If you're breaking back into the foyer, they are going to see you, Snow. But yes, your dagger would be able to do that.
More like a foyer. You're welcome. Oh no, is Discord broken?
No, it's not.
No,
but where we just came
big
from,
dog.
like that
Snow is just broken.
the level up there, because we were walked through the storage and up the stairs.
And then he grabbed
in
you before
that
they went
hallway.
across the balcony of the foyer. He grabbed you at the door to cross the balcony of the foyer to the other side of the balconies. And then he walked you back
So
down
that-
the stairs and left you at the front door.
So that balcony, was there a window there?
There's not a window there because it's along the back wall, and the wall is separating the foyer from the auction house room, like the floor.
And
it
when
work yet?
he walked us outside,
It's still not working, no.
did we walk past a bunch of people, or did we walk
You
out?
walk.
Sorry,
you
I'm
didn't
just
walk
trying
past,
to get...
You didn't walk past a lot as you were going out. You noticed a few more guards in the foyer too, at the front door, like at the front door, separating the freaking auction floor from the foyer. But there's not a lot of people. It seems like everybody that was in that initial entryway is now in the auction floor. So not a lot of people saw you going through the building. He saw you like people were outside and saw you got thrown down at the end of it,
Entrance
but
of the house.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get like a floor plan and like figure out where to go.
Coming outside, is there anything going on? Are there shops? Are there people? Are there carts?
There's people doing their daily business. There's a lot less today, considering that the auction was today, so a lot of people take this day off, considering, you know, most people are going to try to attend the auction for their purchases today. It's a once-in-a-year thing. But there is a bunch of people just milling about, kind of like playing random bits of soccer or football in the streets. And also, they're like tossing rocks, you know, kicking stones and going about their business.
I got
I'd like-
so bad.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're all good.
I will go along
Um,
with whatever you do.
Well, I don't know
Will he though?
if there's...
Will he?
I'm sure. But I just don't
The only
know
time
if
that'll
Hana
happen.
has a spell that can change my appearance.
Hana
I
has
don't think-
disguise self, but I don't think disguise
Yeah.
self can work on somebody else.
No, I don't think so. But I didn't know if she had anything else. But I think those are higher level spells.
Yeah. Plus, I think Hana's an Eldritch Knight as well, so you gotta think about that. Hana already has lower level than normal spells for most casters.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to the auction floor while
Yep.
you figure out what you wanna do with that. So the main auctioneer comes back out into the auction floor, and he goes, "Sorry for the wait, ladies and gentlemen. We had a few problems we needed to handle. I needed to find my auction list." He's like, "To start off the auction, we would like to start off by selling one of the weirder ticket items on our list. We would like to sell some sickles that are said to have very interesting properties." And he brings all 3 of the sickles out onto the stage, and you see people, all of them robed in different attire. One is robed in like a very muted earthen, like brownish gray attire. One's in a very bright, vibrant red and orange one, and then the other one is in a blue kind of looser bound kind of dragon behind him attire. And they're all carrying sickles in their own right. He said, "Now each of these sickles correspond to a different element that we have dressed everyone up according to. We will start by selling the one in the blue. Would you please step forward?" And you see him step forward, and he slams the metal sickle on the floor. And you see just like a lot of wind just start rushing and swirling on the stage, and it knocks the braziers out. And then they just relight after that. And he's like, "Now we will start the bidding at hold on, I have to look at the price. Sorry guys. 50 gold." And he's like starting to auction it for 50 gold, and he's like as they go up, he's like 60, 70, 80, and he's sitting there, he's like 90, 95.
I look at Chucky and I'm just like, "Hey, look. Tricycle."
How long were you waiting to make that joke?
Oh, like a good hour. Like a good hour.
He goes 95, going once, going twice, sold. And they sell the air one. He's like, he points to one of the smaller stature halflings in the crowd. He's like, "If you could come with us, sir, just back to the storage room, we'll settle everything that we need to be put together. We'll take your payment, and you can come and join us back here." After about 5 minutes, they all, what?
No. Galax is figuring some for me. I'm fine.
He's having a midlife crisis. It's fine.
Figuring some stuff out. No, carry on.
After about 5 minutes, they come back and they start selling the earth and the fire sickle. He brings the earth one out. The earth one slams on the ground, and all you hear is a little rumbling in the auction house, where it's like just a little, and then it calms down. And he's like, "Now, for the one that shakes the ground and drops jaws abound." he like pulls at his neck a little bit. He's like,
I do like an awkward cough.
He goes, "Anyways, we'll start the bidding at 50 as well." And he goes up through 60, 70, 80, 90,
There you go,
95.
You got 50. There it is.
What?
Heard it.
His brother.
Angry's
Here's
brother
my
in the
brother.
back.
Yeah. He goes 100, 110, going once, twice, sold, and they bring him back. And then the last one they give out is the fire sickle, and the fire sickle is made of wood, and you can see that the wood is kind of like cracked and warped a little bit, and it looks like it has veins of the fire wrapping around it, rather than just being one whole piece like the other two that were very much made out of metal and just had their elements kind of like engraved on them. The wood one is sitting there, and he's like, "Now, this is our final sickle, thought to be of druidic origin. We are selling this starting at 20 gold, as we have the least information about it." And do you raise your hand?
Yeah. I'm fucking going for this one.
He goes, 20 gold? Yep. Yes, the young creature. And he goes, 30? Do I hear 30? 30. And like it takes a little bit. He goes, going once, going twice, and you hear, "I'll take it." And you hear the voice from across the way. He's like, "All right, 30 going to you." And he's like, 40, 40, 45.
40. Yeah, 40.
45 or 40?
I was gonna say 35, but 40.
40, he's at 40. 40 and 50. 50, anybody coming here? 50, 50. And you just see the same guy just raise a little bit. And he raises his hand up. He's like, 50 to the green-haired gentleman. Yes, thank you very much. Do I
It
hear
doesn't even go
55?
here.
He's from out of town. He's like 55. Do I hear 55? 60? 60? 60?
55.
55? He sits there for a few seconds, going once, going twice. Sold! And he points to Galax and he's like, come back into the back now and we will handle the paperwork and get your deed and your sickle to you.
I've just lost all my money. Yes.
Sorry, my bodyguard is very eccentric about sickles. He calls them his ass.
Yes, that's not my ass, but yes. Oh, sorry. I heard the other two go for like 100. I was getting upset, right? I was getting upset.
He just he brings you back and he's like, all right, as you walk into the back with the guards patrolling with you. Yes.
Perception check. Can I the syringe? Can I see any syringes? Like, are they any set out on? Like,
roll me perception real quick.
Our plan, chat. We got this. We got this. We got this.
In the box.
19.
Hey, he
That's
got
actually
into the
not that
back with minimal destruction.
You know what? It would have gone great.
In my defense, is everything went right and nothing bad happened, and we just kept rolling well. Oh, what a went wrong.
We got where we needed to be.
Exactly. We just didn't do the
Like
thing that we
y'all are
needed to do.
Yeah. And we also didn't get in trouble like we could have. So.
No, you did get in trouble. Do not check.
No.
Okay, so as you get into the back room with the guards following you, they you see them like lining up the different lots as they're about to go. You see a cloth on the table with 3 different syringes, all looking pretty similar, but one is just like an eye as the handle, one is a little bit more extravagant, and one's more simplistic. They all have.
What was the first one? Sorry. What was the first one?
One was the eye that you've been seeing everywhere. The one on the left is more extravagant, but still the same looking eye, and the one on the right is more simplistic of a version of it. And they're all filled with some sort of purple fluid right now, but you can't tell if any one of them are the exact fluid that you're looking for. Oh, I almost dropped my dice again. And as you're brought to the back, you see a man of... Yes?
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything. My brother was screaming. Right, what? So I know that... So we got the 3 syringes, and I know what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got up to there. Then I heard nothing after that. So
I was just gonna say, as they're filled with purple fluid, all of them, but you can't quite tell which one is which, and which fluid is the correct one.
Okay.
You are brought... You are brought to the back where you meet this man that has like a very amorphous face. It keeps on shifting from one to the other, trying to conceal like the true personality of him. And he's like, all right, 55 gold.
I have 56, so I'm happy about that.
Okay.
So I will take 55 gold off my thing.
All right.
So I now have 1 gold.
And he hands you, he grabs the 55 gold, and he like holds out his arm, and all of a sudden it just appears in his hand, the sickle that was sold, and he just hands it over to you. He's like, all things look in accordance. Do you wish to have a receipt of your purchase, sir?
Yes.
I would, yes, I would like to have a receipt if you do not mind.
And he
Is
looks
there a
over.
return
Might
policy?
not,
He looks over at the guard and he nods his head, and then the guard goes and he rummages in one of the boxes and pulls it
How
up.
many guards are in the room?
There is 2 guards and then the one that's changing.
I like how that's
faces.
immediately the question now.
Ah, damn it.
Never do anything.
So I've gone past the syringes, right?
You've gone past the syringes a little bit, yes.
Okay, so am I gonna be? Can I ask them to let me look around, because I would like to see what else is on offer. I didn't really get a chance to look at the sheet, because as you can tell, my kind
You
isn't
can't
very
read.
welcome. And I can't read. No, I'm joking.
Go ahead and
But
roll
my
me
kind isn't very
persuasion. Roll me persuasion.
I'm telling you now, if the least stealthiest guy manages to get this syringe, persuasion, 17.
17. He says, "Make it quick." But
Okay.
if we see you pick anything up for more than a few seconds, we'll assume that you're trying to take it with you.
I'm gonna sort of go. You have my word, and then I'm gonna sort of. So has Bobby come with me, by the way? Because
Bobby's not with you. Bobby had to stay
Okay.
behind.
Yeah. Okay, that's understandable.
Sir, please
right.
check in your bear. Sir, please
Sir,
check in your
sir,
bear before entering.
Is that a room for two?
I'm just holding
I
Bobby
have
like a
a
little
question
baby.
about one of my cantrips, Mr. DM.
Yes.
Druidcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I can make replicas of things?
Let me look at it real quick.
If I know what it looks like, because it says...
What does it say?
It says a tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather... No, that's the weather. Might manifest as a god. I don't know, it seems to be doing mostly to do with weather.
I think minor illusion would have been able to, but like
Nah,
not.
you can't do it with Druidcraft. Druidcraft is all something to do with nature stuff, and this is very obviously synthetic and crafted materials that are out on the table here.
So I'm gonna start looking around a little bit. I'm gonna 1 second. Okay. So I am
British.
going to
Yes, British.
hold
in
on.
it.
No, thinking. Hold on. Okay. This could be bad. This could be very bad.
I believe in you.
This could be so bad.
Do it.
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
Do it.
I'm going to. So I have my sickle, right? I have my sickle.
Yep.
Okay. I have it on me. Obviously, I know because of things. I'm not going to use my sickle, by the way. There's no plan. I'm not burning the house down.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
Okay. What animal have I seen? So with wild shape, right?
Yep.
Mr. DM.
Yep.
Any animal I've seen, I can.
Any creature like beast, I believe. I believe it has to be a beast in nature.
That includes the weird knoll thing we saw, right?
Gnolls are considered humanoid.
Okay. So what have I turned into a horse?
I love that you guys are thinking so hard about this.
Wait, does that mean I can turn into a tiger?
You could, yeah.
It's
Oh.
the eye of the tiger.
Oh.
Galax, I'm gonna have to ask you to think very carefully about your actions here.
Yeah. Learn from our mistake.
Six, I thought nothing went wrong.
But I'll be. Can you come back to me? Can we go to snow?
Yeah.
Can we go to snow? Please?
Sure. Do you guys have a plan yet, Snow and Hana?
Yes, I would like to try and go through the front door that we came in initially.
As you go to knock on the front door, the guards that are guarding it just kind of put their spears down in front of it and go, "Oh, we're under strict orders. We saw you get thrown out. It's not
But we
really
have
a
money."
reason."
I'm
Your
gonna hold
point?
up my money back. I want to buy something.
He says, "Look out among the crowds out there. They all have money too, but they're not allowed in."
But there's something that I want to buy inside.
He says, "And I'm glad to hear that. But I'll tell you this right now. It'll get sold, whether you're there or not."
Okay. And I will turn around and walk around the side of the building. And, okay. Last question about the windows.
Yes.
So, all of the windows on this building lead into the main foyer. There's no windows on any part that's kind of in a hallway or hidden.
There's no windows leading
Or
to
a
the
bathroom.
hallways.
A bathroom window.
There's no windows leading to a hallway because all the hallways are very specific locations to have the royalty set up on, or to have guards patrolling to get different places faster. The only windows that might not be into the foyer is maybe a back window or two that lead to the back of the stage.
I would like to go and try and find those.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna make you roll for it because this is a window leading to the outside. So you're able to find the window. Are you just flinging it open, or are you looking at it, or what?
I want to look inside to see who, like, if there's guards and stuff like that.
I will keep an eye out-ish as best I can.
All right. Can I get a stealth check from both of you guys? Yours has disadvantage as well, Hana.
Oh, sure does. 14
18.
and 13, nice.
All right.
Plus 4, which is so 17.
All right. Let me check their passive perception real quick. Passive perception is 10. Congratulations, you guys made it. So you guys get around. You guys get around the side of the building, and you like kind of put your face up to the door, or not the door, the window, trying to look through it. And you can see the back curtain that you guys were drugged through earlier. You can see a couple claw marks on the floor from where you were trying to struggle not to be drugged. And you see some tufts of fur and stuff all around. And you also see 2 guards on either side of the curtain that comes all the way down. And you also see a lot of boxes in between different areas that might be able to block vision if you are to get in without being seen. But there's 2 guards at the curtain, and along the wall you can't see if there's any guards because of the angles.
So are they facing towards the window or away from the window?
They're facing out towards the crowd.
So we would be coming in behind them.
Yes.
I would like to open the window.
All right, go ahead and roll me stealth.
Ooh, that's really good. 26. I rolled an
26.
18.
All right, you
Okay.
slide your dagger up and you get the thing unhooked and you start opening it. And as you're like crawling through, you can see a couple guards posted in front of the boxes, like looking at each other, but they don't have a good sight on you yet. So you can get in and get behind like the center boxes that are like, it's a center pile and then a pile on either side of boxes that are just behind you.
And so obviously we were drugged through this room. So is this connected to the storage room?
This is connected to the storage room, but when they were taking you, like, you have to go a little onto the stage and then to the left to get to the storage room.
I'm just watching people cross by outside, hoping nothing bad
You
happens.
just like arms crossed up against the
Leaning against the wall.
All casual, like,
Usually.
you know,
All
next to an
casual.
open window.
Not to interrupt, but what is the sickle I got? Like, are you gonna have to make it separately, or is it already in?
Okay, so I don't have it made, but I can, hold on, let me get that specific spell up. Oh, not that, that's Fall May. Hold on.
Can I ask a meta question right now on everybody's opinion on my plan? Or is that not allowed?
Not allowed.
Ah!
Do what you want to do.
Just do it, honestly. Because in a minute, I'm probably gonna do something you're all gonna regret anyway.
Just have a
Oh
backup
wait, you're
plan
in the
just in
room, aren't
case.
you?
Yeah, I'm in the
Oh,
room.
but I don't know that, do I?
Okay.
No,
But that actually makes me want to do my plan more.
do it.
So I'm gonna message you the spell that is inside of it, and you'd be able to tell that just upon like being able to have like link with the weapon and stuff. So you might not be able to tell it right now, but I'll tell you the spell that is able to be cast through it. So hold on, give me 1 second.
No worries, dude. Thank you. Apologies. I was just curious
No, you're good.
because I'm trying to think. Because I actually have a lot of wisdom as this character, which is surprising. So I think how he would think. What's this do?
All right, there you go.
Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Apologies. Go back. I was gonna say I just
There
wanted
are-
to know what that was.
You're all good. Okay. So I would like to get into a position with all the boxes where I can create a big distraction, and I would be able to throw out a fistful of ball bearings to heavily distract people. Is there a set of boxes that I could... Lucid hates my plan!
I'm trying to figure out what the plan is.
Well,
You're
I
gonna make
want-
him trip on marbles? Like, I don't get it.
No, because they would be loud.
What kind
if
of
I
Home
threw
Alone
them.
is this?
I have a bag of ball bearings. What am I supposed to do?
Alright. So, if you're behind the center pile of crates and throw them out, they would be able to see it comes from the center pile, and it would land.
Okay. But the curtain. Okay, I'm just.
Do you want to throw them behind the curtain or in front of the curtain? The curtain's gonna block anything that you
Yeah,
try to
no,
throw past it.
I know that I can't throw them through the curtain, but
Yeah. Big
I don't know what's
thinking.
going on anymore.
Big
I'm-
thinking session, dude.
I don't know what the right answer is and what's gonna work.
Dude, the
I don't know how to.
The dice.
It's all
the
wrong no
dice
matter
will
what, so
tell.
just do it.
I know it's all
Just do
wrong.
initial instinct. Initial instinct.
Okay,
A
my
snap.
initial instinct was to roll a bunch of ball bearings from underneath the curtain so that it would be like a big distraction.
Okay, you can try that. Yeah.
Do
Like
it.
you're definitely you're able to try that. Yes.
Yeah. So that like they don't know that I'm there, but they see something and it's something out of place, and hopefully the guards, there would be like a kerfuffle with the guards.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. I understand what you're going for.
Do you
here.
understand what I'm going for? I don't have a
Yes.
lot of things in my bag. I'm assuming I still have my ball bearings.
Yes, you have your
Sure.
ball bearings still.
That was just an assumption. I should have asked you that first.
You have your ball bearings. Yes.
Okay. So I would like to do that.
All right. Go ahead and roll me stealth.
Oh, I have to roll it again. You're just waiting for me to roll like a nat
No.
one on stealth.
No, I'm just like every like big thing that you do, I want a stealth check. Every big like noticeable thing.
10.
10?
God.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You got an
Yeah.
18, right? Total?
No.
Oh,
No,
it's
that
10?
was a 2
10
plus an 8.
total.
Ruh-roh.
So as you roll these ball bearings out, you notice them start going, and the guards very quickly pick up on the fact that there's ball bearings rolling out, and they kind of like tug on a little string to like lower the curtain, and the curtain lowers down, and the ball bearings hit the curtain and just kind of slide back, and aren't able to make any progress onto the stage. And then they start like tracking the ball bearings back, trying to find out where they came from, seeing if there's a box or anything. What are you gonna do?
Can I go around the crate and stay away from them?
They're both coming in their perspective like avenues, because there's one on the left, one on the right, and then there's the center crate with the ones on the sides. They're both coming down their perspective
pincered.
avenues.
You're pincered.
So I'm gonna get caught.
If you don't run away, yeah, maybe. You can try something weird.
Does it look like they're kind of like bending down to look around the crates?
They're not bending down to look around, they're just walking towards, like, they're kind of looking around sides of stuff and, like, doing this little number, but they're not bending down and looking around.
So if I climbed on top of the crate, they'd see me.
Yes. Anyway, Galax, do you have a plan?
I have several, but they're not gonna work.
I was hoping it was gonna be a big distraction, and then it might have helped you too.
This is chaos.
It's just, I
had a
Okay.
simple plan in place. It's just to get it normally.
Okay,
With
so
princess money.
but that plan's still in place. We're just trying to
I'm
make it
just
easier.
a fairy on a
I
wall,
mean-
dude.
I'm the only one with you. They all are in the back room.
So there's 4 people in the room, including me, or is it?
4 people, including you.
So there's 3 other people in the room.
Yes. Do you want me to just go back to the auction? You want to have more time?
Who are so 2 guards and
2
then
guards and then the guy with the shifting face.
So this room's secluded, right? This room's not. I'm Lucid. I'm doing this. I got this. So this room's secluded. This.
Yes, it's secluded.
Okay. I'm gonna cast detect magic again to try and figure out what sort of guys are in this room, or gals, or them, whoever they are.
So as you cast detect magic, you don't really notice any magic sources coming from this room. The guy with the shifting face, even though you would expect there to be some sort of illusion magic going on, there's no magic aura coming off of him. It just seems to be an innate ability that he might have.
Okay. I am gonna look in my equipment of stuff that might not have been taken real quick, and then you can come back to me. I might have an idea that might work.
All right, so we're gonna continue down the auction list.
Yeah.
Clark comes out and they're wheeling out a tiger onto the stage, and he's like, "We have an exotic creature from an exotic land here today. We would like to present to you a nice snow tiger." And he's just like looking around, seeing if anybody is like interested. And he goes, "We start the bidding off with this one, a live tamed snow tiger, might I add. Started at 100.
Rosalind, should we get this?
I just need a tiger. It calls to me.
You know how much money we
Gabriella
have.
But I could think of a series I could start.
As he goes on, he goes 110. Keep going.
You do realize how much money we have, right?
120.
Not enough for a tiger.
130. 140. And sold to that man in the front there with a very odd looking pair of jowls. And he like the man that walks up has like this very defined jawline, and he has like like 2 fangs coming up from the bottom, it seems. And he's like, "If you could walk over to the left here."
God, it's the sexy ogre.
He's like, "If you could walk over to the left here, I would appreciate you going into that room to handle your business. We are currently having a little bit of a kerfuffle on the right over there." Anyways, and
Damn it!
What?
I wanted him in the room. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll go to Plan B. It's fine. It's fine.
He says,
This is plan A? What?
Do our plans ever work out how they're supposed to?
I am sorry, I'm causing so much chaos today.
And it's
We're
not my
still
fault.
on plan
I
A.
know.
Okay, I have my plan, Lucid. I'm ready.
Alright,
I'm ready.
alright.
I have my plan. I have a mirror. A steel mirror. That would not have been taken from me. It is a mirror, right?
"Yeah."
So
Oh,
there's
no.
like potions and stuff, right?
"Yeah."
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Please. Okay, I'm gonna sort of take it from. So obviously, you know, I'm sort of, you know, facing them, but I'm, you know, my hand is. I've got my obviously my shield, and I'm gonna sort of go like that, like because obviously my arm like winces, and I'm gonna take the mirror with that hand. What is behind me that could break? Can I do a perception check for that?
Roll me perception, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god, please let this work.
18.
18. So behind you in the racks, you can see multiple different potions that are being sold in lots. You see a couple different glass flasks that seem to be empty or some sort of like gaseous component is to them. You don't really see much beyond that. You just see the flasks in the back. You see a couple arrows that might crack if enough pressure is put onto them, and you also see a couple different like weapons that look very elongated and not natural. Like they weren't meant for actual battle, but more for like ornamental usage.
Okay. I'm going to. What is in front of me, actually? What is in front of me? Apologies.
A wall.
What is in front of me? Okay, thanks. I meant, is it like... so the people in
Solid.
front of me... The people in front of me.
I thought you were
Is-
looking at the syringes.
I am.
Yeah,
but,
there's
like,
just a
you know,
wall in front of you. There's nothing else.
Peripheral.
Okay.
Like corner of an eye. What is there?
There's
Obviously
the
dead
guard
to
that
my-
is filling out your receipt on one of the boxes to the left of you, and then the guy with the shifting face has not moved. He is standing still, and he just isn't moving from that spot. And the other guard is like pretty close by to you, like kind of standing by. He's trying to like checking over his shoulder every now and then to see if you're doing anything funky.
Okay. And they're both wearing like metal armor, right?
Yes, plate. They're both in plate armor.
Okay. What is the guy with the shifting faces wearing?
He's wearing
robes?
robes right now.
Okay. I'm... See, I don't know if this is going to be possible, but I'm going to try it anyway.
I didn't mean to make your guys' brains work this hard today. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna... so obviously, you know, I've already done the whole my arm. And I'm going to sort of turn to the gun and go, look at my arm, it's... And like, as I'm doing that, my fingers are out here. So I'm hoping that his attention's on my arm. Like I'm purposely trying to get this guy's attention now.
Okay.
Is his attention on my forearm?
The guard next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be looking at your arm a little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna snap my fingers, and I'm gonna set the shapeshifting guy's robes alight. Like not like in top, like everything's on fire, but like a part of it is gonna be on fire, and I'm gonna sort of like my arm is gonna trail, and I'm gonna go, oh my god, and like point, and hopefully I'm gonna get both of them to at least look.
As you point, the shifting guy just slowly raises his arm and throws it down, and you see a little gust of wind just blow the robe, and it blows the fire out.
Okay.
As you bring it to their attention.
I go, he was on fire. That's crazy, right?
That's insane. Roll me deception with disadvantage.
But he was on fire.
Roll me deception to see if, because they can tell if you're trying to fool them or not.
Can I say what I'm gonna do? Because it
Sure.
might help a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. So while this is happening, she's gonna
21, by the way.
realize.
21.
All right,
Oh, that's pretty good.
keep going.
That she can't. She's stuck here. So she's gonna like put her hood up and tuck her tail in so that hopefully like people don't like notice her as much. Like it won't be super obvious. And she's gonna pop out, throw ball bearings at the dudes, and yell intruders, dive out the window and slam the window shut and run away with Hana.
Oh my god.
I hold my hand up. I'm just waiting.
And we're running.
As you yell intruders,
Like really loud.
yeah,
don't wanna
I know,
yell
I
right
know.
now.
You yell intruders really loud at the top of your voice, and you hear this little cling, 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 cling as you throw the ball bearings at them, and then you jump out and you kind of hear the clump, and then you hear the guards like rushing after you and trying to grab you before you get out. Go ahead and roll me dexterity.
Like just a general dexterity check?
General dexterity check.
Okay. Why did
What could go wrong?
Hey, I'm trying.
Hey, man. I believe in you guys. You can do this.
Okay.
Had a perfectly normal planet.
22.
22. All right. As you do this
Yeah.
and yell intruder, you're able to hop out the window and shut it like as you're getting out with no and like no qualms about the situation. And you grab Hana kind of like by the neck and kind of tug her as you're running, and you guys get down the hill that the building is placed on and through some bushes out into the crowds. And
Yeah.
as you do this, you hear Galax, you hear like a little bit of noise coming from the background, and like the guy doing the receipt kind of looks up, and he kind of opens the door and looks out, and he sees this commotion of like these guards rattling around trying to get over to the window that just got opened, and he said, "I'll be right back." And he starts walking out towards the window, and now it's just the guard that is there checking you, and the the wizard that is, or the shifting man that is there, and you lit his robe on fire and put it out, and you got a 21. You said on deception.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
like, okay, so both of them look at you and they're like, we're gonna have to ask you to leave the premises as soon as possible.
I'm gonna sort of. I just need to see what else there is. I have a little bit of money left now. There is, like I said, I haven't had a chance to see what's on the list. Do you mind? 5 minutes is all I'm gonna do.
They go, one more act like that and you're out of here. Continue.
I'm gonna look and go. I just got the fire sickle. That's the only fire stuff I know. Do I look like a fire ganassi to you?
He looks at you and he goes, fire isn't really that rare of a spell, and he like looks over at the shifting man and you see him just snap his hands and a small ball of flame erupts in his hand and then he closes it out.
Fucking
It even comes in sneeze form.
cocky prick. Okay, so now obviously there's one guard, right?
There's one guard and then the shifting man, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the guard and go. Where's he going? What's the issue here?
He said that's not an issue that you need to really involve yourself in.
What if I'm in
your
danger?
search. You're not in danger. It's just a couple of ruffians on the street thinking they can break in.
I'm gonna look over and go, well, do you mind getting my receipt then for me, Mr.
The guard turns around and he goes to get your receipt. He's like,
Sleight of
oh,
hand.
got a
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand to the guard? Or the
As soon
syringe?
as the guard turns around, I am sleight of handing for the syringe.
Which
I don't
one?
care what fucking one it is. I am sleight of handing.
I need
for
you
one
to
of the-
say which one. Middle, the extravagant, or the simple?
Choose wisely.
the extravagant.
All right. As you grab the extravagant and put it in your pocket, I need you to roll a sleight of hand check.
Please,
You're asking the worst person for self here.
please, please,
20.
Yes.
Come on, 20.
please.
21, baby. Let's fucking go.
Let's go!
Dude. Oh, it's gonna be the wrong syringe. But who gives a fuck?
As you grab the syringe and you put it in your pocket, you don't have
My
really
anxiety's
time
at a
to
high.
inspect it at all, and you just pocket it and you look back. Is there anything you're trying to put on there to kind of disguise the fact that there was a syringe there, or no?
I will put my water skin there.
You're gonna put your water skin there? Or, okay.
Yeah.
So you put your water skin there and you kind of cover it up in the cloth that it was originally wrapped in before you came in. And you notice that the syringes are roughly about the same look now as the water skin that you molded into the position. And as you finish that up, he's like, here's your receipt. Is there anything else you would like to peruse while you're in here?
I'm gonna. Sir, do you think this is a problem? And I'm gonna roll up my sleeve and actually show him now, like, what the shield is doing to my arm. To, like, just, you know, change the conversation a little bit. I'm gonna start walking towards the door, obviously, as well.
Okay.
Like,
He-
accepting that I have to leave.
The guard looks at you and goes, that looks pretty gnarly, but if I'm being honest, some battle scars never heal. And you see him kind of like raise his face mask up a little bit, and you see like a burn mark on his chin from going from like his jawline to his chin. And he's just like, but maybe if you find someone as talented as that guy back over there, you can finally figure out how to get rid of that kind of scarring.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna go. That's fair enough. One day, maybe I might find. Thank you for letting me, you know, look around. I
All right.
appreciate that.
So
I'm
you
gonna
make
leave.
out with a syringe.
Oh my god.
The least stealthy person of the party, dude. How?
Good job.
The wrong syringe, I probably know, but
It's like that thing where it's like, there's absolutely no way it could be him. He's the most,
Yeah.
he's the most obvious.
Yeah.
So you go and meet back up with Rosalind and Gabriella. Is there anything you guys wish to talk about?
I'm gonna look down at Gabrielle. I have something that is of good use, and I've heard there's a bit of commotion happening outside with. So I'm gonna go and make sure that the perimeter is safe for you, and I'm sort of gonna hopefully get them to realize that I have something now.
Mm-hmm.
Do they sort of catch on with the way I'm speaking?
I mean,
even though I'm just playing bodyguard at this point.
I mean, I guess you guys roll insight checks. You two, Gabriella and Rosalind, roll insight for me real quick.
Please, 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 please.
I would just like to say that when we run into the crowd, Snow has done this before, and she's going to very quickly take off cloaks and change colors of clothing.
All right.
Like, for her and Hana. Like, she knows how to adjust the clothing enough to make it look like they're not, like, conspicuous. Like, to change it enough that if a guard saw them, it would be like, oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got a 12.
I got a 9.
So Rosalind, you wouldn't understand the hints that he is giving, that he has something in his possession that is important to why you guys came here.
Ordered the sickle.
Okay, I'll whisper that to Gabriella and Celestial.
All right. So now you guys both know that he at least has something that he acquired back there.
I whispered back to her, I was like, yeah, the sickle.
I think I'll whisper back to her.
Just clueless, oblivious to the situation. All right. So they continue down the sales. Just stop me if there's something that you guys actually do want to bid on, because I don't want to have to role play every. What?
I'm actually gonna go outside now.
Yeah.
Having I've said that, so I'm actually gonna go outside.
So are you guys staying for the whole auction and keeping your plan with LeChuck or Chuck? Not LeChuck. I was thinking of Monkey Island, dude. I was thinking of Monkey Island. I actually want to play Monkey Island soon. Anyway, but are you keeping your plan with Chuck, or are you leaving?
Oh yeah, no, I'm keeping my plan with Chuck. We had a deal.
Right. So just stop me if I say something that you guys actually do want to bid on. So they go through the closets, they sell them, and they're going through all that. They go through the Blink Dog. They sell the pistol.
How much is the Blink Dog?
The Blink Dog. We'll play it then. So the Blink Dog's starting price is 150.
Bleh, I throw up immediately.
Okay, that's what I thought. The pistols used by Three Finger Francis start off at 250,000. They
50,000?
250,000, because Three Finger Francis is one of the most renowned pirates in the land. In this
yeah,
world.
But he only had 3 of them.
No, he had 4 pistols.
No, 3 fingers.
Oh, 3 fingers. Understandable. And then they go on to the property, which is all the deeds to the stuff that they have. And the first property is the lean-to shanty house, and they start that off at around 50 gold. It's not that big of a deal. And they just kind of sell it as they go along. It goes up to 250. They sell a modest house in the medium part of town for Precio for about 1,000, and then they bring out the prize ticket, which is the mansion, and they say, we will officially be starting this bid off at 1,000 gold, and that's when Chuck kind of like nudges you a little bit.
Wait, so they didn't go back to the other syringes? Because there's like 3 syringes, right?
They haven't started selling the syringes
We
yet.
haven't started those
Oh,
yet.
okay.
We're
Alright,
at
just making sure.
property.
Because I thought that was in order. Okay, no.
No.
Alright, yeah.
No.
They haven't started selling the
Plays nice to me.
syringes yet.
Alrighty.
It might have been in order, you don't know, but
Okay.
they're not selling the syringes yet.
Okay.
So they start selling the mansion at 1,000 gold, and that's when Chuck kind of like pushes your shoulder. He's like, now would be the time. And he's
1,000.
1,000 going once, and then he's like bidding over 1,100, and you see a young elven lady kind of raise her hand up, and then 1,200. Do I hear 1,200 from the crowd? 1,200. And he counts you, and then as he does that, you kind of feel like a gaze shift to you from an other position, and he goes 1,200, 1,200, and then you hear from the balcony just go 1,500, and you look up and you see your father like bidding on the keep that is being sold.
I'm going to raise my middle finger for the next bid.
All right, he goes 1,500. Wow. All right, can I get 1,750 then? 1,750, anyone?
1,750.
He's like, all right, 2,000, 2,000 it is, 2,000, and you see Aeneas once again raise his hand and go, 2,200.
2,500.
And then you see Aeneas go, 3,000.
3,500.
And then that's when Aeneas kind of
Where are you getting this money?
Dude, that's when Aeneas kind of leans back. He goes, You kind of see him mutter something under his breath, and then he kind of sits back, like, sure of himself, and he waits for it, and he says, going once, going twice, and that's when Chuck raises his hand, and he goes, 4,000? And then, like, you hear, like, a collective gasp kind of go through the audience.
Gasp with them.
and Chuck just kind of leans back as he starts counting down, going once,
You better have
going
the money for it.
twice, going 3 times, and sold the decrepit old lord's manor to one and only a newcomer to these particular auctions, but one that has been around our group's auctions for quite a long time. Chuck, please come back and we can discuss payment. And he gets up, he's like, this is where I leave you, but I'll be back soon. You guys need help with that other object.
Yes,
And-
we do. So hold your end of the bargain,
And-
and we did exactly what you wanted.
You see him leave, and about 5 to 10 minutes later, they sell a couple of charms in between a few necklaces fit for kings and queens, and then as they finish that up, you see him come back and sit down. He's like, I didn't miss it, did I?
Not yet.
No?
And the next thing that comes up is a deed for a place called Nightshade Keep. And they start the bidding off at 500, and they just start bidding around. You hear the first bid for 500 come out, and he goes, right here! And you see the green-haired man known as Trigger to you guys raise his hand, and he bids on the keep. And then as the bid continue going on and on, Trigger just instantly getting every single bid as fast as possible to get the keep. It goes all the way up to about 15,000 gold before it cuts off. And Trigger... yes?
Chuck, where is this Nightshade Keep? What do you know about it?
He looks around, he goes, well, if you really must know, it's kind of in a worse place in the country. It's been kind of abandoned for a while. I don't know why they're selling the deed to it. Maybe Parisio has finally fallen on hard times. But
So it's in Parisio.
it's the Parisian empires who rules this land. It's in Catan, which is the current country that you guys live on, or that are inhabiting right now. And hold on. Oh wait, no, it's this map. He's like, it's down out south. I don't know if you know it, but there's a few towns around it, smaller ones, but it's mostly because there's a known pirate hideout pretty close to it. It's on the Nightshade Beach. That's the whole name that they gave it. It's the only black sand beach in the land, really. So maybe somebody just wants a good vacation home. I don't know.
I doubt it.
And as Trigger finally pulls up for the 15,000 or what? Yeah, 15,000. I said gold. Everybody just kind of murmurs to themselves, and they're like, "Why would he want? Why would you want that?" And then he's like, "All right, man in the green, sold. Please come to the back." And you see Trigger going to the back, and as he's leaving the scene, he kind of looks over in your general direction, and you feel him like beaming at you, kind of giving like a weird, awkward smirk, and then he gives a wink to you as he walks to the back.
I mentally fly. Actually, no, just physically. I'm just like,
All right. So as he goes back to the back to pay for the keep, the next thing that they bring out is the so-called syringes that you have been looking for this whole time, and they bring out one syringe, just one syringe of what looks to be the regular eye that you have been seeing everywhere, and they bring it out and they say, we have this relic of unknown origin from a country that has been since obliterated from the face of the map, some might say, and we are selling it. We're starting the bidding at 100,000 gold. As a collector's items like this is dug up once every decade, more than likely, but it is very rare, and we would like to see a good bid war. So what are your instructions to Chuck?
I need that. Are you able to afford it?
Chuck sits there for a few seconds, kind of like wrapping it over in his brain. He goes, it's gonna take a few of our ships if we actually had to buy that.
Now, what if we didn't have to buy it per se?
He's like, what are you getting at?
Quite a bit of a riot, possibly. I don't
Possibly.
know. Mhm.
He sits there for a few seconds. He's like, "You're saying you want my boys to come in here and start some ruckus?"
I want the best opportunity for all of us to walk out here happily and safely.
He's like, he sits there for a few seconds. He's like, I can bid on it, but if we actually have to buy it, it goes half my fleet, more than likely.
You'll be compensated eventually.
Eventually, but how long is that?
I have people who are willing to work it off.
Go ahead and roll me persuasion.
Okay. Because all my rolls have been so great today. You know, been so quirky. God fucking hell. That's a 10 with my +5.
So you rolled a 5?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. He looks at you and he looks back. He's like, "Do you think that it'll give me an opportunity to talk to that little fairy girl?"
If you get me that syringe, I can get you to talk to the fairy girl.
He looks down. He's like, "All right,
You do want to do what's right.
I do, but I also don't want to put my crew in danger." He's like,
Yes,
"At least
well.
if we do get landlocked for a little bit, they'll have a place to go." And you see him start raising up, and people in the crowd are going 100,000, 110,000, 125, and then he just slowly raises his hand. He goes, "$250,000,000," and like everybody goes silent for a little bit, and you just feel the same gaze lock onto you that you did earlier, and you look up and you see Aeneas like looking at you.
Does he recognize it's me from that distance?
He can recognize it's you from that distance.
Okay.
And he's just like looking at you. And he says, "Quarter going once,
I flip my hair. Not
going
staring at-
twice." And then you see him like motion a little bit, and then somebody in the crowd says 300,000. And then like Chuck is just sitting there for a little bit, like a little struck. He goes, 325, and you see another motion from him, and then somebody says 350.
Can we see?
Can I see
him
who that
doing
is?
this?
Yeah.
The people that are bidding, it's different people each time.
No, can we see the motion that's getting?
You'll be able
done?
to see the motion. He's not making it hidden to you guys at all. He's like making it very obvious.
Oh, so it's different people like bidding those still.
Yeah,
right?
it's different people
Okay.
bidding each time. And then he says 350 and he motions, and then somebody asks for wait, no, Chuck said 350, right? Or 325.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he motions, and then somebody says 375, and then you see Chuck, he's just like visibly starting to sweat a little bit, and he's like he's like looking for any sort of guidance that you guys can give to him.
If we can't get it this way,
We'll
is
have to
there
go
a
through
way
other means.
We're gonna have to go for other means, but can we track the winner per se?
Leave it to me. I can handle it. Also me. I've rolled nothing good.
375 going once, 375 going twice, and as you look up to Aeneas, he just goes like this.
No, he does not, mother.
And it says 375 going 3 times and sold. And as the person stands up, he kind of like looks at you and he turns back his cloak, and you see that it's the same scar that you've been seeing on the road all the time. And he walks
It's
back to the
Sline.
back. You notice the scar is Sline's scar, and he walks back to the back as he goes to pay for the syringe. And I think that's a good place to end it there for today, guys.
Gosh darn it.
So
One, I'm happy
Yeah.
we are because I think my brain might actually implode. But
Too
two,
much
Jesus
thinking this
fucking
round.
Christ.
Jesus.
I hate everything that just transpired.
I would like to apologize to my entire party.
Dude,
Please forgive me
all I'm
for my
saying.
chaos.
No,
Wait,
you.
I have a plan, and then both you and Hana basically get
You-
arrested.
No.
Hey,
You guys don't
include me in
understand.
this.
You don't understand. I was like frantically like just panning through all my mental capacity trying to find a way that you guys don't die in this situation.
name, we forgot his
The thing
name.
is, the
I was
thing
just
is
like,
right.
what
think
do we
about
do?
it. I spoke to the guard to save you two. Not only that, but then I steal a syringe, being the least stealthy
Hey.
person
Hey.
of part of the party.
I helped
Dude.
you steal the syringe.
I
I still had to do a lot of work.
Oh my
Backpack.
god, stop with the bat pecs. But no, like, I was like panning through my mind. I was like, if I don't come up with something out of my ass here, one of them has to die just to make sense.
I like
what
your
you're saying
Deus Ex
is-
Machina. Hey, I'm just gonna come in and sort of
Divine
this.
intervention. Come
Yeah.
on, clerically. Divine
don't do
intervention.
this again.
No, all I'm saying is that, like, if Angry had not talked to the guy, if Galax had not talked to him, I don't know what I would have put for, like,
We
anything
save
there.
them, chat.
I don't know what I
We
would
save
have put.
them.
Like,
Potential love
seriously, I have
interest? Ooh.
no clue.
Oh.
It's okay.
But yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be meeting him, chat. I'm gonna be letting him know.
Meet him at the sewers where he wants you.
Well, he's very fed up with his job, and I'm glad that you actually did talk to him because I wanted something to do with one of the guards in the
Aw.
place. So I'm actually pretty excited that you did talk to him eventually.
Yeah.
But
It was
anyways,
that you said he had purple skin. I was curious.
it's a dark.
You said he had.
It's a
you said he had
dark
human
black
eyes.
and then purple skin like underneath.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like through the visor, but you couldn't tell his whole thing.
Yeah,
they
well, you said
actually-
human and then purple, and I was like, oh.
They painted it around his eyes that way he didn't look Azazan by nature, essentially.
Yeah.
I thought you were just
Okay.
honestly pronouncing assassin very weird.
No, it's Azazan. It's like because Azazel is a demon. name.
Assassin. Yes, a fancy assassin.
They're
But yeah, if
We
if
didn't get his
there's-
name though. That's what I forgot.
You did not
to
get
do.
his name. I was making very sure not to say his name because you guys just never asked. But if you guys want, if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about, why don't we start advertising our channels? I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's start with Kyo because Kyo usually has to go around the
I
end
do.
of the time.
Plus, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad.
yeah. So
hi,
go ahead and talk
everyone.
about your channel, dude.
I'm a shape-shifting fae, and I had a lot of fun today. G-Kid, I'd stream on Twitch, and I do all sorts of stuff, but lately, like roller coasters and other things. And yeah, support Lucid. He has a new merch store, so go check that out. And
Yeah.
Angry is revamping things, so be sure to keep an eye out for him. And Azzy has a Twitter, follow her there. And Flip's really cool. He bought me Rust,
do
so-
something.
No, I didn't
And,
buy you anything.
And Kel's our horse girl, dude. So.
Kel
I went to go see my horse today.
Oh, I hate
Her name's Keljack Horseman.
Oh my
I
god.
hate it.
No.
All right,
I
I'm out of
hate
here.
No.
And on that note,
Are you
I gotta go,
leaving?
everyone.
All right.
yeah, I
bye-bye,
gotta
Kyo.
go.
Thank you
But
so
it was
much
a
for stopping
super
by,
fun
dude.
session,
I
and I
appreciate it.
had fun. I had fun, Kel. That was great.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad you don't hate me.
Not at all. All right, bye everyone. Love
Bye
you.
bye, Kyo.
Bye, Kyo.
All right, and with that, how about we ask Flippy, what is your channel all about, dude?
Hi, I'm Flip. I have anxiety right now after that session because that was everything horrible for Gabriella. But yeah, I stream here on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday, and usually Saturday, but we missed yesterday's stream due to whatever reasons. So we might do it tonight. I don't know. Might be doing something exciting. We do surprise streams. Life is a party over there. But yeah, I've been playing. I usually play FPS, but I've been getting into League because I love myself.
Let's
Yeah.
go, dude. All right. And if you guys want to follow Flip, it's the link in chat, and Kyo is also right above that. Thank you so much, Star, for the shoutouts. And Azzy, what about your channel?
Hi, I'm Azrael. I stream on Twitch. I usually stream on like Mondays, Tuesdays, and I think Fridays. I did stream yesterday. We finished Final Fantasy 15 and The Dawn.
Was it the final of the fantasies?
No, it's never the final of the fantasies. But I play a lot of variety games, so like FPS, like Overwatch. I play VR games, so pretty much anything, everything except for horror games, unless you want to see me cry.
And we all want to wait. No, we don't.
I
Oh.
only say that because my friend Asby pesters me every single time he sees me going, Soma. What are you doing Soma? I'm like, no, I'm never
Oh.
doing Soma again.
Alrighty, and before I forget, I do want to start actually giving the inspiration out at the end of each session, but I'm gonna give it to Azzy this time because of last session and this session being sass. So as he does get the inspiration die if they want to use it whenever they want. So there's that. And Angry, how about your channel, buddy?
Hi, I'm the big guy that managed to steal the syringe. My name's Gal. Hi.
I'm kind of the hero.
I had
Big
to play
deal
the
around
game
his
this session. I was the player of the game, so if you ever want to see a repeat,
Play
just-
of the game.
but my name's Angry. I stream usually on Twitch. I'm gonna be starting again in February. I'm doing a massive restart, whatever you want to call it, and things are going really well from a personal point of view now. I went back to work recently and I've been under a lot of stress with that, but recently I've been having a lot of fun and I've been enjoying myself again. So it's good to be in the company of everybody, and I appreciate everyone that obviously comes out to the D&D streams. I really enjoy them. And Lucid deserves all the love because he's always kicking ass, and I always tell him that. But please show all the love. Everybody is amazing, and thank you for letting me play Lucid. Appreciate
Of course. And if there's nothing else, Cal, do you have anything you want to say to the chat and to the heckin' swimmers?
Thank you for putting up with all of my chaos today. I kind of went overboard on all of the chaos.
It's
I
fine.
mean,
We have to handle Kyo, so like.
You weren't here for Kyo's Chaos and Snow last time, so.
That's
Fair
also
enough.
very true.
If anything, you matched it, so you know it went
Yeah.
out of place.
You can follow me if you want on Twitch. Cowbells98. I don't stream, so go follow all these wonderful people because they stream, and I like to hang out in their chats sometimes. So
Alright. So, guys,
Yeah.
thank you so much for an amazing session. I appreciate it. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
go give a proper send off to Swim. I hope you guys have a
Ezzy.
wonderful rest of your
Ezzy.
day.
Oh,
But
I don't know which way it is. What way is
No,
it?
I think you're doing the right way. Wait, no, it's on the wrong one too. Hold on, I'm doing it the
Oh
right way.
my god!
yeah,
There
but
we go.
yeah, I'll let you guys get this.
Um,
I promise. You got this. You got this. I promise. You.
I can't.
Uh,
oh, you have to,
Camera
you
There,
have to,
there.
I can't get this over here.
you have to like
Nice.
rotate.
I've done it on my own.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I,
You guys got
Um,
it.
but yeah, I won't be here next week.
Yeah, we're planning a one shot for next week. We have a bunch of people that we're wanting to introduce. We're gonna have 2 people from this session, and then 2 new people in. So if you guys want a new one shot, we're gonna try to do an assassination one shot. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm really excited to run an assassination. Hopefully it'll be fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for an amazing session. I'm gonna hop out and give a proper send off. Love you all, and bye bye.
Bye.